Otec FM. Dwabrem 102.9. Omyankwe. Musomwe.
na ade a ɛyɛ ɔhaw yie enti Mame ma wa hana me samu akwa ba na mimi say weekend no eko say ene amanfo ahyase o belated na msi belated there si belated happy Mother's Day say bo na dia ye din dada day ye di dada Mejidi sa nyame adom weekend bibia ko kama de obo ade adom nti yante boni bia ene eye juada eye mebo so me ya Dwabrem ene de toso eye dumienu ewa fimpim yenu ye aduonu num nimu miding the cash yasin konwa tihane nso se oman musam yabo ne bede ye besanim ku ha ensem the cheerful giver emu sensem bebre the cheerful giver and the woman of God Obetime nkawe no so why the cheerful giver and the woman of God made hun komo by all means na me ka say Bila Radio ekra jumadi enim live e was Spain GN Radio and so e was London na the UK Mountain so I part Mac Radio Bar Radio Mansan Radio Brainy Radio and Sahara Radio onum nyina ekra jumadi enim life na Dwabrem ewa Kings Radio and the television so omunsu kuram gidi ewa Paris France abrochimemu Dachima Radio ewa Denmark Rakus FM ewa Belgium na Sky FM ewa Columbus Ohio US abrochimemu pepa ya bonisa na chese bibia kama na Sunshine Information Center sahodo a etwa ye ho ahia bibia kasafidie koduro no onum nyina sukura dwumadi enim live na Dwabrem ewo www.otecfmghana.com so asemu fast and seminum kroje jibre Dwabrem na bomodia na kinkan sem no na channel so say obetumi etie yen so live ewo tuning app no eso but in your social media handles no Facebook and say YouTube eho ye Otec 1029Fm Otec 1029Fm na say bibia ekoso kama ewo ho aye Facebook no so abomodia na like page na share na kama na for adwen kire no so share ho aye YouTube no so subscribe ya bibia be kama wo honom Otec 102.9 once again Dwabrem Jumadi Esunie for WhatsApp voice note to share more 0505225578 0505225578 na bibia anya kama pam fama Mami ko bota ton de dawu mra me ba ye be son sam ni mu afri ho me ba sisi ha
102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
You just got added to the GoTV Best Football Friends chat group. Let's go! Final. It's finals time and all the biggest players are in it to win it. Catch every Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa League, Conference League. To cut the long voice note short, you know who'll be there for you when you need to watch the final. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GoTV. Love it.
Apomode mapade eno ane Hepa Plus mixture. Apomode mapade eno ane Hepa Plus mixture.
Hey, unia, Pavi, and the Black Smokes mixture no. Malaria drona. Ane, say nam sa. Ubeje di sa menim wife nyina ye tested positive. Ya num bie no. Say a ku malaria mo ni nyina. Am ye nyina ye negative. Ade ho. Won ma wo ye Hepa Plus mixture no. And wodi we nsu aba. Sentia. E wo say wo immune system e strong de bia. Enti Pavi
e support immune system no.
Na Plus Mox no so e tu malaria no gu. Malaria symptoms. E te say etipaye, afiafie, wonum ato, ahomre no musa. Ache kura 4 days na Pavi and Plus Mox mixer. One no e tu malaria na se kura. Anya sa dia ko hu doctor. Fra 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. Magie drone di pa. Pavi Plus Mox and Hepa Plus nyina. Apemfo abato mo manufo. Enu kwada woni mfie du mienu nka. Our pharmacies na herbal shop.
FDA aje dwede nkrato ya tum.
Odofo utwitwi wosi a eya moja fi wonu mo ba na onum nsu a enwuna wosi ekikime ana ahyemese eya na niema bi hyehyehye o sentem mfifi ho se bi hyehyehye ho eya na enka efi wonu mo ba ti wo kaso bi ho na otwitwi ni ti kona chi ana Ose bi ebu ana etu ya pese wusi na pese wusi gold silver ana mpo o pese the braces egu seso ana se wo de ne ye wo faase a o pese yiyi efiri ho de ma wo. By Grace Dental Services ewo ho de ma wo. Eti fa wonum ho nyina bra by Grace Dental Services. By Grace ewo Kumase Breman DVL ne nchen pe ose kwadwe area hwa bibia ni amenkasa 0244 97 68 05 0244 97 68 05. Yedamase
Apomode mapade eno ne Hepa Plus mixture.
Pavi Plus Mox. Hepa Plus mixture. Etutu malaria na sekura.
Sweet darling.
My beautiful baby.
Hepa Plus mixture ye busie ya no mama hoden aba. Busumi pini menti ase me do.
Tie Hepa Plus mixture. Enya adwuma ebeye wo nipadua no mu no. Afie kura na ebeye onwanwa mo. Eduro ye ma general well-being. Ebusua pomudin hia me yie. Esne bibia. Enti me manom pafie ha.
She, oye, Hepa Plus husband.
Ye de wa Hepa Plus husband. And there also we Hepa Plus wife na abwa no. Hepa Plus mixer. Ma je dure di pa. Pavi Plus Mox. Ena Hepa Plus nyina. Apemfo abato mo manufo. Enu kwada wo ni mfie du mienu nka ho. Our pharmacist na heba so. Etufo mfre 0542 778 572 ana 0549 297-463. Hepa Plus mixer. Mapo budra mapa.
MDRG Edwin Krato ya.
Miss Chania Bisaheba capsules.
Madansi eni.
Hey, and to what you nyapa and what's the said Bisaheba? What is Sasa?
Mandia, wouldn't be. And net dear, for once, my Chiwed Adusaheba Messana, who come from Mamiano. Oh, my number Tiwa dancy. Miampa caneno, Namis Namitrina to Cheme, Nami Coco Yadia so teach me. May no Madusaheba Messa, Nina to go, and the Maya free.
I do some radio. Yet tried you with Nayan watching. Yes, it's a young cocoa rockers. Miss say, a person crying to Martin Baby. Sanya do Saheba Messa, and come a woo now. What don't I cry, Miss Mabuapasu? Nan say, Ujina Brand.
A fire Dusaheba capsules no. Says a Mijina, who's a me a Bemamua.
A Jenny, a young crap. I do some rate, or be to me. I just a painful. A battery I want more down for. Anyone I want to fit to me. Kumasi, at a phone out of Fonko to Saheba Center in the clinic. I was swimming macro, go filling station down Wemu, and a swam Pentecost I saw down. After I ever shopping from a CPM. Free 0500 110 115.
Adusaheba, Madansi.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kesia promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji. As a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class senso. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kesia promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
You just got added to the GoTV Best Football Friends chat group. Let's go! Final. It's finals time, and all the biggest players are in it to win it. Catch every Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa League, Conference League. To cut the long voice note short, you know who'll be there for you when you need to watch the finals. Final. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GoTV. Love it.
Mami money ejuma. Udanya ye fe.
Mira me da say. Na esumoye no na aka o
I know the anyine ho maame aha dan a ya boso fefefe nyina eye donima sea complex ahunu say etoda enua ye de boya dan so no eta hunu anase mpo emuta kokko a eba saa na dan ne nwunu enti odi DSL alloying steel trusses enadia ye de go dan so aba eda bia utumi di go so efo ena enwe na achen enti sa odi DSL alloying steel trusses yi ego dan so wia na odi donima NMK premium roofing sheets enchansen aboso aka ho oh na chese adwuma na NMK premium roofing sheets enchansen adonima dia bay ye o ma hodo ye wo NMK lawn span alloying and governance IBR and NMK nails emu pia so sa woni sika donima e ma otua ne kakran wenum ye latest producer donima dia ba abeka dada ne
enti me nkɔ he
kwasafo YF Johnson obenjiare anafre 0244126625 and 0540101555 donima steel complex babia at the power F1 no.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Dwabrem. On Otec 102.9, Yakoya Yasayaba. And Akuma.
Hey.
Nampum to say.
Christa do me ho ye pa nso e.
Dom ninti yanso ho ye mimbisa se weekend na ko say minim said your branity. Ai na meme na kra dem te won kakra na mka zo bi hwie nsuo kra gu so.
Wa for me o.
Nya bete kra.
We am me now na je se na mi TV bo bompa no de.
And that from
easy.
Obi talk no church re kai me bre.
Anya bra menyes kan kwa na abeka
kaya
sabe na metim pintim kwa kayo yo no ameka se na ibi kura fo asem ne fakoto be
SMP oni abema de so kona otweda
no nyumre no ene wa
abrantie no mo na mpa konya bi
fani ko na see you na ko hia wo se asantima mi di kanya no kran sakra na de ache se nyoni nyamenko
enyumre be my traditional news
oh we crush us here
za
ne so unim no history
okay wow developing tea you better say you better call na ye ne di honkomo
me hu se dignitaries no said ye bare mo se hwede kan ye no
that's right
o ma ba papa
wow
ma papa we cry ye anopa ni mu ho za video na de ato so
oh okay
na awie de mo fra kwa me no mfa awie videos ni bi mo dignitaries na
ya ne be di nkomo
nyasem keto akra o mama
bresem ye be hwese yen sabe kan na di nkomo
mu politicians ahodo mu asofo
na over the weekend guta for shase ye kasabi de kasa be tu dwa se be ya dwadifo no shase entertain o maso
na nyasem keto
guta metia mani je na ekire metena ase na medwen ho ko eche na na guta foi omno microphone skadu ko fa ni o mana mi ankasa me aisa medwen ho han medwen fa
ye betumi a regulate prices for Ghana
da bi ye wo free trade wa hanti ya market windows ni free sir enti
me te na ni jade o mu ye bi Burkina Ivory Coast o mu ye bi
enti prekope
ye ntumi ohun obi a betumi
sa ye hande obi an be bi ofa na ni o
wofa ayi wofa ye kwa me wofa yi
hwanie
KT Hammond waka assessment die yi here regulate won kai
an come na bomu
na aka ni say
na me catch you say ye ha no market ni free obi an be bi ofa na ni o be bi asame be akofa ne nioma bi aba beton ne rubber nioma no onko same o na 15 cedis bebi asame fa no nko bebi ame nso me fa no nso nko China kra ubowuram wo honom a edwa no different akoy so mom ni nkonwa bai adwa nkonwa no grades ope pelepe pezo ade ni bia obenya ope de ba ko ibusu a obenya ope de this Jubilee House audience ni nyina bi ho grades nti ade na eba say no a ena grade no kra metumi akofa grade 2 obafa grade 2 ba medu na obo nko me so mebo nko sa na ade ne tie o shimpe line nko ba ni nyina po ba ko na nti mete gutafo nka no because kakra menya mete ase efri omo hyehyɛ mu no omo se adwadifo no kan emphatically say ebo no beba form kra age say di be busumi mienu busumi miensa ntam because abra omokofa nyoma na egu shop ni mu no sa bre no na dollar no eye 17 inti se ne dollar na tiaba 13.2 a ontumi nka se preko pe no or tesu because or the high dollar na kofa nyoma na egum no obeda what is na so tesu a na so no no why den waboka na afye che me san hye dem na medwedwe obisa me ho se na etode bia dollar ne tofom a se sa dollar na atofom no sa bre no omtumi san de kofa nyoma o de kofa nyoma dollar ne tum a sa da na nadwo na no so no mutum adanti na omun ka se no
intumu di omo ya
de aisa na aisa final consumers ye bre pa but ye hwese bre be mo aisa ebetumi ni gutafo enso adi nkoma
ani Joseph Obin wa adwuma yo
me wo fa no
wo fa ana ka cho fa se me so wa adwuma ye
me wo fa no
cause market ye wo krom haipa ti se ni okọ ground
so e ma sin so cause wari mi fi
ani bi obe ya konta
wa nyinti na ze on
apa konta
ba konta
se do
oba e kra okay, young copy personal way.
And some the other so now son and your faster than a more Augustine K. Brobe. Or some in country so we fear na ye hu adwuma no he enko toto nya me nya bia ankwahye wo fie bra ba bia yagye atomo ye niama no de ma wo no e ma fie ho be ye kama eniama bebre na no Augustine K. Brobe tonton chandelier lights ahodo designs bia opa bia enye na your wall light or LED canal light or orbit fan ceiling fan de bluetooth wom kra e Augustine K. Brobe ho entu ko so obeton bia wo ba ha na be fa ye me kira wo kwan no na so akwa akoto ni wholesale price wo ho na why now be yer mesrawo why is bebre no na ene ba market ya enye na so bo guest no why be ma correct one pa cables be na wo pe ni nyina e Augustine K. Brobe garden light wo solar light sockets wo switches video doorbells ahodo ni nyina da ebi e wo step down na wo pa ni nyina Augustine wo afe papa kan ya fie kwakwaje wo de dum wo oben a jumper jewelry no ne lava ne hwe ni mu ahoma no 0243 179 942 0243 179 942 abusuan guta mfansha se Dr. Joseph Obin ene ofa se akonto ene adwuma de omo obi ye pa te said ya etoda ye hwan na yom kwatana te adwadifo ne so na untua otoa no matototo stores ni diary ohun ene agise guta ye bi no mo ko shop by shop ene mo ko kasa se yesra mo isi ade ye sidi no appreciation eye nya ba bia na depreciation eye ntino guta se adwadifo mu ntie sisi anu asidi na ye no dollar no mo de adwa ya sumache mo ntiti niyama ne so na dollar ni dwane no ya ne ka bi ma mo nyame ya dom na sidi no nyame abam na ekoyi a munyi niyama ne so Dr. Joseph Obin ekire se na semu ho be na wotwe kakra nie eno hwe Ghana ye sidi no a ekoyi mama na den enti ma mo tonton ade mo panyini na ekasa guta Ghana Union of Traders Association o se eye why ebo no mayiri mu ache munyem na yetfo so ade a na ye kokono nwo oduma sensem troni ba ku a oye environmental journalist Rastu Sasari Donko ni afatren ho so fiti se galaba ye besi sabre yi Rastu so nai wonam ha osiri ha no wonam ha treta hodo na busuafo nyina age omo de wadi bia betum wase na kokono no obi ebie ne dan so owura ni fia mane nya wo se edan bi da ho no wakomu obekona gala nwo kodan na se akwa akotu wase konongo pa de sisi akuro na ye ene sade gala no koso efie mu nyina ba so obi kwa akodan so kwa akodu gala de na se metwa me nkrofo ye wase yi enti wase muntum hofu because sisi ano ni wiwe mu kakra waba ho no mababa ne kire se eye worrying modi ande edu twem time bomb pa na sisi a wo mo ho mo de soso san se si agala ne de krofuo fie nyina da yetu ewo konongo odumase nyasem keto akra we hwe mu bi a Rastus wahwehwem na wode ababa tu dwase konongo si ade time bomb krono ene wo mo te so na IGP Christian Tatayonu one wakasai ose nei nkofo bebre na na ebisa no oba yi Ablekumanofo no da mo mpampi ana se womo obi aba ne ho ampi no mo de ane nam ho ana ombe da yi wade ato dwa sani manim ya Electoral Commission no woma National Election Security Task Force no road map a womo dre ebe ya dwuma ni manim ya na womo akwa ye election result no coalition no womo kokeka mom fast watchra se edru wa obia ni huni obia ni le memo obia nkoye ayi bia moye bia ye ni ato aba December besi na yekokan bia ntokwa ni ese wei ye chi adosu enti IGPC road map a womo ade bekwa kenkan ne foforo no me declare no isi famre godom no mo ho date kra no be sha mo nsha ne ntem na Ablekumanov so mo mpe MPOs wo mo ye den yo ye nhyɛ den hu bi wo mo pɛ so wo mo kyerɛ okuruma wo mo nyama ne mfiri ho eno ya IGP nsɛm ɔde aba na nsan de nkane ano de nyasɛm ketwa ya bobɔ n'ani saa eno na ensɛmtwafo ene energy minister John Jinapakasa eno ɔde ato dwa sɛ de akokɔ akɔso a ya nkane ano bobɔ n'ani enu hwie be oh may ending dear na den bibia be koyie tigana fo munya abotre toda na enyo mo na anu de ya transformer ya track bi de de ekobo mu okumase ha ye de nyina adumie toda na enyo mo a ka no de wa lodu a wakose no na ye nyina ye nka na adum enti energy minister se hwie be may ending de ehu ye hu ni biem ye ka ye command
na chese dum so no you don't finish.
Me and Indian everything is so.
Shada nyin ni sa de but.
Onyi Jinaponio.
Oh.
Let's see. Me and Indian sabesia.
Enyo no na me nyini mi o.
Ma for isi.
Ba me ngi adwuma no ma be ni mi. Say by end of May na
o me bi bia na.
David.
Enya possible. Eh, dey aso gidie ni.
She problem eso en enye problem ketwa o.
Yes.
Eka ye tino.
Ye body nkura na ayam bisa se ti prepared no ne sa niama ne ses kana ya na ekwahin no no ana illegal nko aka no no
onka bi osoba okachire yen say by end of May na ebia 60% of the problem is solved there. I think say na or ben reality no kakra but so ka say by end of May o me stabilize power supply no aja no the minini
you know power sumo
minini because problem so yen no because enka yetumi yi meters no any cables no any transformers ni free port wa enanka o kasa sen we a ka me back in 100%
say you will niama or resource
why not ka me back in fefe ka me mianka sakra me ja to so me back in kama but sansem no kra yen kan wie enti yes so far ye nim containers no out of ne dodo no ye nim de ye retrieve meters ye nim de ye retrieve cables ye nim de ye retrieve ye beto aba na meters bi kura ne nanam system nim prior to the elections ni nyina you see a whole lot of things it made you okay men can pi but entasum on ka say bia by end of no my be 60% but so ka say outright 100 there nya no kre no kre menene nya adwene
ene na metwa so wa ha metwa so ade na mekwakwakwa asafo agi asase gimane Dennis kwakwakurom asante mampong ai
okay
da sebre osai bonsu otosomienu okwakura na yewura tu kwan obaye no na asante mampong hema ene na mate nkunya wo mampong a bare mo se hwede na no wo mu de animu oba amanhia no yewura de tu won manim se wo mo ntena se wo peso ye ne de hye na ye ne tenten peso de beda ho kwatwimu a enti wo mo kwa ye no anom de date by se ene 12 en wo mo da sebre ne 1 week no na se na watch na ekoso ti fiti anope wo mo tena se ntem nso anope wo mo tena se very early enti anope ya sabe ya no nsia nyambo ye idie omuguso ya wo mo edi dwuma no kama enti kwame agye ni boaten ene wonai na me ba amane no enra nyina no wasantema mpon ya awia ikura ye ne no edi enkomo obobobobo dignitaries ahodo bi a won maba ema dwumadie no aye kamanti new videos when aye new no new ones ni nie kama ye brade abrempon ye nyasem ketwa o ma ye ne kama pa ma we die ne live experiences ni niam legacies ene edi mfo ni no abobobo ho no nti ka he asante mampode ne sem
me who say former running mate for the NPP Dr. Napo
no.
I mean, so ordinary chair over the weekend.
Videos are who youngs who say, on our Canada compre kwa Japan in Hukani, Omunan show. Wow. Crawford Copa. To Professor Cocota,
all right. Mate, made us say, I make na the Akabia no so no fuck of face. Why? It is well. Battle ni bi o asanete battles ni bi o asanete sometimes you have to psychologically fight within so any fight that is fought within no MP no manifestation here full of testimonies.
I see.
That is what I believe in. All right, enti tempa meko guta fo ahye
ya bisa na man on be ne den
na meni guta fo no akwa kodi enkomo na ya bisa o say hwan
market ni traders na kasa
ho ne asem no
na se ya kan mframa mi ya adwadifo wo
okay. All right, Mamin Kona mene president Emma Guta, Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obin. Doc, otemen ka memwa ha awie.
Ejo sumira.
Akura na mpom te sai.
Yes, adumo.
Ya dobo ade ase. Ensem ba kumienu miensa yete ye. Enti na ewo se ye bepusu ahoma. Enti de edi kan meka se emi ahwa ahwa se waje brese oni ebedi nkomo. Na ensem a yetete from a weekend no ekira ana krata ye de ani ehu a ya kenkan na mo kire se nkebe ya adwadifo no enhyase entete wonum nioma motonton so na mami mfaso mbisa se eden na akofa we aba eye o sha na
me pato the bikra a few at this Friday ma wo me siano panienti ama me kasano asosaka kwati.
Okay.
So ya this idea ya de to Ghana edifo enim ti enye enche because we are not in price control regime. Eti abankra any who to me so obeshi ubi say pintra eboa no feno no bi mfa na ne manje e pa to moti asuesa da etia ye we no onum say da bia no a esen bet be ko so duty bo be ko so a nie ma bo be ye de no agedifo ye adwuma na ye no quantum crew ye ne ye consumers no e na fibum ye customers no e na fibum da nie ma bo be ko so bi o mo metri o mu bia no na say affect yen so ye jedi na dollar no na cedi na ho de no da ye beka say cedi na ho de na kofom bia de tra ne say na ye capital ye jetrado eswati da beka say cedi na nya ho de bia no na say ye jetrado e koso eninti ni ntemu ni say memfa ni say na nui na dollar ye 16 no ubi $100,000 obeka akoto no 1,600,000 Ghana cedis eno dibeko akoto some remember say dollar near 14 na say obeka akohwe 1,400,000 na say wenya gain of 200,000 no na dibi beti oka ocean and saying said the dollar siko yena amanfo bibreje trade say would be your friend say you are recouping your lost capital. Na would be ka say the gains na when ya no bonkwa wo fa ejeyi because one transfer be ama consumer na ono so wa hutire mu na because eniama bo course no eno so afa play ye consumers no ye from customers no because ejadie na ye di no ne fafim na no eye turnover ye ma ejadie eye nyina no eye turnover na say wanu na ye de ton ade no na se customer no to ade ni fu no hutire na enna ya ka say ye to ade na say eniama bo aye den purchasing power no perform eti se ye nya gains we ya ya said ye as a consumer na ye no ehwibom anase ye ne di duma no ye be ma no that benefit ni bi na wono so ne purchasing power no etimi akosro na wo matimi di ato ade ama ye eno na betimi abo ye ama efasudi aba gains na ye nya because se niema bo da hu ye den na wo de wo no exchange rate na to ya ma na niema bo da hu ye den a nifa no obekwa ko to niema no won to niema no ne wanya emfaso na abeto so no mfu enti na se akwaye education any a few any ye ama ye members no se wo mu benya santi ase no na ye kan sa no na ye ni fefe se challenge igum talent de wo ho ne se uron manu akoto na ade no dada na the old exchange rate no won to on near manu credit ya pasa woni ano obeye ne den eno na ne ye ka se omo extra ke reasonable averages se wo to dada no na wo to fufuro no ubitimi ayo wonkonta no wetimi aka afua na wetimi anya average bi a ebitimi amoa stay into competition cause wo hwe ye jano so a ye wo nifakuo yenu ene wo jano so ye wo importers ene wo retailers no wo mo konkufo no a wo mo to ne ma no free importers no na sa wo mo a mo to ne ma free importers no womo ede womo kra ne doso fa ewo yedwa so na womo nso na saadi we ebekọ na tia womo because exchange rate no womo ni hudwa importers no ne di hudwa ti direct benefit no bekọ importer no into no aniema woto na da no a abode no so wonton wie ya ana wonton fa enkoto fufra na say exchange rate no ho fa so a ye na ye ka no na say bi nko no eno na ye ka se wo ye na wo bo mo na nka wo ton eni amani bia esan se akansie ni esi ni domo no ye dan gudi bia lebsisa wo ye dan a ekofo bebre won ma wo manya advantage ewo tikana aba form no so etu omo so eja no so no omo ba start ya to omo niama no fufufo ama wo no wa hwe ya na wo kra no wo ye afidwanu eti wo ye na wo ye onkonta ye na bunya dada ni bi efra bunya fufuro price ni bi fra na wo tibi sisi o de ma ya na wo se wo so no wo koso hwe ya market na ewo omanga na me ya no eye the buyers market is the sellers market no once amuko abrocha eniama abekọ na prices no bo ho so amusa and you wumfo ala na wono wo ho ne de akonta yabu ama na wode to na de nti wo koto ye na now de sabo na ba ye dey so no eno ye the buyers market say you do koto de no ono na wo afa hand because of to me say obedi niema na no na we move from one place because we come to my Joshua was almost as different 2000 women there to adie baako it would do so na wukonya de ne de afo na what afri no na so reward no na de ne de abo de no we ja to na so afa ne se no it is ana ye janete eti yakaya na ne sa be say you need price control regime will be a new 2 days or didn't say ever catches will be and to another say ba Obi also wo ho kwa so obetumi aye appeal.
Okay.
A union like us any abandonful. So between aye appeal.
Okay. Doc, yen share a CD sign no kakra. Any dollar signs na attached no. Obi ti say me a me ni udi nkomo sisi as a journalist. The metena kira me dwen sustainability of the depreciation. Another sustainability of the CD strength. No na. Ya me say me tie kira me hwe. Emprepi no de yenim ne say when Bank of Ghana disika gumu a na ama CD no ahoden apagya basoro. But this is but ya na ebisa yon say the sustainability. It is abreya good. It is abreya mo appeal no. So mo te omo neoma so sisi a na ye nyina enim ye hu bi pen. Na obeti na hir asan pagya ne mu sisi a na akoye bibibia na hu nza.
The market responds to these changes. It is a cost a very responsible. And internet a platform so ya na morally no see it me who consumers no who say I don't perform it who some changes kakra positively. Oh, and the answer let's say there be a near man was whether down or up. Was your lose faith ever your consuming public no your customers na you know more edi jabu no. It's only fair. Say you between transfer some of the gains na yenyano edi among. There's nothing wrong about that. And it's in our best interest. Senema ebeba from to say turnover issue na America. It's in our best interest. Senka ekwebia so no enka eniema bo betimi perform na amanfo etimi ato niema no wa no nya Ghana fo nko na to ade ma yeni. The Neman perform one. Such no na a Yabijan for Betoniema Wahafa special surface. A for Burkina for Niger. First one Betoniema for what was here near Mabuakosra, who was a new other destinations to Togo, Nigeria, and Ongika. To be a better say, a 24-year profiteer in Biano, no new dear walker, sort of thing. And this a jadi anyone no and echo. And you drain your customers and also so always there be no be store. I am my customers who say we was customers who hey mommy will customers will be so our one and store crowd will be and sim need now your customer service the price and any services are all the amount customers. And jadi free. That's your customers no one. That's you do the area as traders. Because omo to omo any one na matters say me jadi me turn electricals. The first time I turn electrical no me consumer also for other products like pharmaceutical, confectionery, food and beverages. Me so be a consumer. Eti jadi phone you know baby and a consumers in so jina baby.
All right, Doc, this short period, sir, adwadifor no entumi ante nioma so sade mu propose minim se ni nyina ne yemu na mu nyina mope but sir adwadifor no entumi ante so a ye nyina anim se yen fana consumers ye ne ye brese no a ensusuaso bone ben ne benya wo man no so
yeah me dia say empathy be lose faith consuming public no not that TB no say dollar crowd cost run the ekotuma ai mo ya tie so ya want so and now ya lose supporter say tempi ya kwa whichima ya na ya customers no na consumers no de maye no and we the one and secondly at the end no funny na ya sustainability to say the okaye no sustainability and predictability of the currency no say yetimi sustainia and on the American na no ya adwuma say and sustainia market response to the trends so they are here eti and factors of pricing also no when we say exchange rate di market nefa but there were other factors and also ehia fa to say value added tax yeah. Okay. Yaka was say one more restructure na wɔn mma no nyɛ korokorowa na yɛtuatua no value added tax no ɛno yɛ one key component a ɛma nneɛma bɔ ɛkɔ soro paa na finance minister hyɛ no ba sɛ wɔte task force na wɔn aba bɛrevise ebesi no no ɛm sɛ wɔn gu so a wɔn yɛ ba ɛnya ɛmmɔfo ɛna ne nua te sɛ utility cost no nkeka ho yi na sɛ ECG for abɛto tariff mu ama mo anya ho dede jɛnsɛtrɛfoɔ ne ayifoɔ nyinaa mama nkɔfoɔ atomafoɔ mo ho adi wɔn adeɛ a wɔn gyina so ɛde kaa sɛ wɔn fɛ increment no VURC foɔ no adeɛ a wɔn gyina so sɛ exchange rate mefa sɛ wɔn ba yɛ no sɛ mo te wɔn reasons no wɔn ka sɛ exchange rate di mu ɛkɔtene paa na nyame nkyɛn deɛ yɛnya significant reduction in the exchange rate like we are witnessing today na yɛn na yɛ wɔn hwɛ ha na dabi ɛsɛ wɔn no nso no yɛtumi hyɛ wɔn na wɔn ti ɛte utility bills no so just it will negate all the gains yɛnya no na ɛma ne ba saa no a na Ghanafoɔ mo de mo ani berɛ ɛbɛsoɛ agyadifoɔ so saa ani berɛ no a amanfoɔ de wɔn ani sie so no ɛna meyɛ ho dwuma sɛ obiara nya ho asɛm ka biara na wɔn ahu sɛ yɛyɛ temamfoɔ fafa yɛdɔ ɔman no te sɛ de obiara dɔ ɔman no
Matias here doc yɛda ase nso nyame hyira papa Mrs. Sally ase edu nso so wɔkyea wo why
yo meje no so
okay all right bye all right Dr. Joseph Obeng and out is menini nkomo no Guta president and out is yene no edi nkomo no quickly Meko Amdi Herbal Clinic Dr. Malik Eje ewa Meko Amdi Herbal Clinic na yakwa kudi nkomo doc memo akwaba
ja
na mpom te sai
Nyankopon adom
pepa titaso ye da obo de ase na adwuma te sai
Nyankopon adom adwuma mu ye
bibia da ho fomboko ye ni nkomo ne nkomo be na ne ye wo
ene ye hwetete atempon ahintasem na ye wo ahintasem onse obia wo ahintasem woni tirim na de wo no nso awukura na ma wo ye powerful me mete de ahye me ma mesua gu me mu a ye de ateteme no enne ma me hu yare a me hu ni se eye ketekete kura yare we yare ankofo a doctor fo bia ya o mu ntimi na o mu de beba no se ye spiritual me hu ya o we de se me nya dwera no wie na se yi sasan edi na chi no di yare na chi wie a we de se wo nche kura no asore no na ekọ ne ba bi no onye ye nso ana maka no kura kire no enu ntine de me ka kire tie ni a we ne wutie me ne se ote Dr. Abdulmalik Ejenka na enye akura awayalsem ena wateme nka no efise me na nanom akonwa na mete so se obi wo mfie nso mpo se de ya na wo atwere no mu no anase kura no mu no so wo mfie nso ana mfie nsia mfie du na ene de ni si akonwa so ne enya suae no a enya akonwa ketewa se o mate no anya o mate no biem se eye wo pen no anya o fe no biem anu ntino na me na nanom akonwa amete so a me de sa yare no enya nkora adwuma na me ye efise yare wa me sa wo maso ye no ebi wo ho a se ye me ama ho odin ene me mfie a me de asua de na enkanya de a metimi asa anu ntino ye de sasa papa ebochidom ye de di achi ye egu nsa ne ye frɛ nanom momfa sasa papa emedi achi na yemfa emu ye man ekon we ya aba yare we ya aba kura yisui ensamampa mumbebo ye chidom na yemfa nkunim enti ye gunsa na ye freboafo a ye fre samampa eno samampa eja samampa brabeta amachi eniema bi wo ho ade ma Ghana ene yen timamufo ya ye mobo no ye mpesa sapa ye mpede ye se ye hunu na trap na ye namso no anase tempon na ye namso no aye kwati kwan enti yenim kwan papa na yenim kwan trodo no enti ye ma ye bre na we na mema tiefo aso ate se hidden secret we ya ya hintasem no bra na behunu efise abusa kọ no enye bone na ya na bible no ba bia wo no sofo no wo mie nkyerɛw ba bia ba ya akoa no aye se buroni na bibini ani ate buroni mpese bibini ani bete if say na wani te ya kombeku no awo beku no because ne memu no untimi na abonten se de Ghana outim da abonten no wo so ne ma na ode kata no ho enu nti wasawa na omo ani nti wo ho de ye de meme ka che wo a wote ho ne se wo sombo na wo bibiye ene de ese wo ye na bema waye den no waye ha wo ton ade ayato wanya sika to botom se be ya yare mpo besuro efise sika wo ho ekom ne wo sika wo ho a wo de ode beto aduro nti on ta mpo nyare wo mo bre na wo mo etepem no wo mo bre nyina no eye wo mo bibi hia wo mo Dr. Abdul Malik Eje Amdi Herbal Clinic aso ye hidden secret eye tete atempon anase hintap sama na mi bie so eye samampa a obochidom anase sasa papa enu nti enenu na mi di hu dwuma na we no ye wo niema bi a okokoye ewo nipa no enaso na mom no ama enipa na bebo ochidom se eye mfumso se eye mefan se efum bi ena ofum no se okokoye a ede edo ena ekwan bie ede brew na bra bia ya na me suade na mekɔ mpanimfo nso nkyɛn na makwa ene wo makodi nkomo enu nti na me ka se menye akora o ayarsem no enu nti de me ka kyerɛ on se last 2 weeks me ka abofo ho asem abofo anyankopɔn de wo yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ ha se omo da so yɛ adwuma na omo nsesa efise ɔno onyini na onwu enu nti ne bre bia wo yɛ mono woni aduane efise yɛ di gya ne bɔ no enu nti saa ne ma na yɛ de yɛ omo nti no na dwuma na ayɛ so omeye no eno ana oba abeye na emom eniema bi a opa a ema na ni gye wo ho eye ebi a adehwam a opɛ tenene ya opɛ eno nso eye nipa a body we kuta ye ne den untimi nya gye sɛ ye kyerɛ wo anase ode ade bi kan ho eno nti na me bɔ Raphael ani serial die opra abofo oma accident anase opra Raphael aha ai si ni trimo odin no ono no sɛ epresi ana na dwuma a woye no ya na ese ni tirimo odin onu moja ya hye moja hyew na onom no aye powerful na bi sinsan ni tim na no ho ne se ho
sa abofo no bia ne dwuma wodi
osre no nanim ohu enti ka crash yes obi teto bibi mia obi ka bo obi fa ne so na moja hyehye no na onom na dwuma a woye no ana okwa akofa awufuo nso a enti na ye say oxygen so obi so ne nan hangi wiem eno ena ye ni nyuma ono no ye serial sa serial no ono nso ena fa dead bodies anasa oje nkwa etwato enti na me ka we mu ho asem no se we no wan ko fa hu
Michael so yo somafo
yes ma ka ye tanim no nkramofuo nim no e wo Quran ena Christopher nso nim no na we no ya na e wo Quran ne Bible nim no nti sofo be kan ho na mo wetie because eno de the information na eba ono na dwuma na nye dangerous sa edaye ahodo a yaso nyina no interpretation no se obi nima so asua de afa abofo eye refer ne Michael ene eye serial ho a ena obetimi interpret akyo omono na ema sign ema ohu se de wahu ade we na bebrel entimi nua he we na America na adanse ewom ni ntino aya na nkyeremu ne wa ebre nso ne yede te ha ma memfa me number ni ntutwa na sasa papa aya na sasa samampa obedi wachi mu adi nkunim no ochena ne me ahia na woni me aba abeji aduro ne bi adware number ne 0558 59 11 13 0558 59 11 13 and Vodafone is 0204 38 61 74 0204 38 61 74 enu ntino die ya na ema yetimi eye adwuma na meme ye adwuma ma dance no eye negotiation ameme no omo wa na relationship we da meme ne sa abofo yintem de wo pra de yale hye ne nsa de o extend nkwa enu ntino sa nkofo we num no ye wone ma oya wo de frɛ wo mo na wo de kan ho a omo ba ope wa asem efiso no no oba no kura ne se aya na omagi sika enu nti na kane no omo sayare anyi sika ansa no ya na relationship ope ye adom ne se bofo no beba no be sira kire na nani age enti o se nipa yare ahodo dodo na o extend o twen wo nkwa nanum no na ɛyɛ wo de na ɛbɔ aba so ɛno no ɛna ɛyɛ yɛde anaw na wo so wanyina kyɛ na wasefoɔ no wo ma no deɛ ɔbɛka ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ ɔmo so ɛno nti no na ɛma yɛnyi sika na ɛna deɛ menua gye sɛ woyɛ advert no obi atewo nka sɛ wɔwɔ saa tumi wei ɛno nti na yɛ ama ebi wɔ ha yɛtiri mu ɔde wo sɛ deɛ ɔsaa ne ma yareɛ no na wɔwɔ kurase te sɛ deɛ anaasɛ kurokitɔm te sɛ deɛ na mimi wɔ kurokitɔm te sɛ boase anaasɛ asante bɛkwa yi ɛna ababaawa no yɛ cleaner ɛwɔ ne ma yere ne fie enti ɔsɛ boss madam boss yareɛ yɛ kwata leprosy ma bi wɔ ekurom ɔyɛ powerful pa na nsuo bi da yɛ hɔ nsuo no bɔ ɛyɛ adwuma a anyi sika ɛno nti no wokɔ a wɔde dware wo wohaw no nyinaa wobɛdware agu hɔ na woagya no hɔ na deɛ ɛnwanwa no sɛ yɛnyi sika yɛntene yɛn nsa sɛ yɛnyi sika ɛno nti na nema nso afa nkɔfoɔ a ɔmo som no a ɔsomasoma wɔn na ɔmo de saa papa no kɔɔ hɔ no na ɔmo ne nneɛma no kɔɔ nema nso yɛ soja panin paa kyɛ sɛ ɔwɔ ahodeɛ na anka ɔyɛ IGP ana commander na deɛ ɔkɔɔɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma ɔde kɔɔɛ no dɔɔso ɔsaa no yare wie no ɛna na akoa no a ɔsom no ne se o fɛ kyire na boss deɛ bla yɛ bebrebe yi wantimi anye man we sika adeɛ nso we sika hwɛ nneɛma a wahyehyɛ so ne nkɔfo a wɔde aba ɛna wɔ fɛ kyire ɛna ɔkɔkɔgye bie na ɔkɔgye wɔ nuru hompo ɔkɔgye yɛn sɛ na honhom na ka kyerɛ na daba because sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma bi na ade nneɛma bi dware a ɔte ewuo pampan yɛde obi bɛto hɔ yɛn bed a memede ato hɔ a kɛtɛ a obi ba yɛdi kan ade ne to no so sɛ obi etie me na obi bi yare sɛ stroke breast cancer liver diseases anaasɛ prostate na so obewu a ɛno nti ne yɛyɛ momfa no mmra momfa no ma meɛmfa no nyɛ hwee na mmom sɛ obewu a menhyɛ ase yɛmfa aduro nkana ne aka sɛ enipa no bɛfirim ɛno nti no meyɛ aduro kan no doctor de ɔde aduro kan no wawu na aba gu m'anim ase yɛde woto kɛtɛ no so ne obewu a memfa aduro nka no ɛno nti na meyɛ sɛ momfa no mmra afei akɔgye adeɛ yɛ ɔbaa yɛ yare nyina na asa akɔ ne so yi ɛna mememɛ sɛ obi yare mɛba so ɛno nti deɛ memɛ ka kyerɛ tiefoɔ ne sɛ ɛnokorɛ ne sɛ wode nokorɛ yɛ adwuma yɛ ana ɛden ɛfiri sɛ woanhwɛ yi a wonya mfasoɔ deɛ wobɛdie bɛbɔ nanso airtime no yɛdi ka atua mpo ansa ne yɛaba enti sɛ deɛ n'ani abere no ɔmmra na ɔmfa n'anim bɛhwɛ deɛ yɛyɛ no ɛfiri sɛ deɛ meka no yɛ ana ɛda nso abɔfoɔ a mebɔɔ mu din sɛ ɔmo yɛ adwuma no ɔmda so yɛ adwuma me nua afiwe nsɛntwerɛfoɔ ntwerɛ nto hɔ nsuo ɛɛba abɛtɔ na nsuo ebedi nsɛmɔne apepa nipa afiri Ghana hapa ɛnu nti no ma memfa number no ntu dwa na me nsɔre efisɛ dodo akonnwa baako ntena so nkyɛ number no ɛyɛ 0558 59 11 13 0558 59 11 13 nyamtre na fan ye na me sorry 0558 59 11 13 na Vodafone 0204 38 61 74 0204 38 61 74 jawo obuase enhyiaye so na bekwai asante bekwai abeso asante bekwai asem na meken enu nti wa ochena pese woni media hye bia ma ye ready bra me de ya adwuma nti aya frem yansa no aba maso ye na frɛ bra makasa wie me da tiefo nyina ase ma mo nitie
nyamishra papa Dr. Malika J na ote nenka no quickly metwa so every studio B ho na enkomo ekoso but case news bi a flash me se sie ni ade na anaso de
I wanna be there.
Central Juma so ayasemo.
Turn it around when they triumph over.
Wait to carry journalists con the enter court now.
I wanna be there when they win the battle against AIDS. I wanna lend a hand.
Meko studio B na mene aye Kwesi Kwatin Esquire. Na usi formu ayese lawyer Kwesi Kwatin. Or a legal practitioner. ɔyɛ NPP National Communication Team member odun kran odi akotene wɔ hɔ paa na wie wo twam na ɔka sɛ hurry up na hurry up sen no ti odu anam se no monche papa ni nwura ha na mentumi ni nkomo tiawa kwasi kwaten ɛwɔ ha na menene bedi nkomo tiawa na yetumi ato aye dwumadie so council memo akwaba
Menjoso
na mpom te saying
already ne medie
I just saw my chill voice so very good ebeba kakra say bibia boko de
already adom bibia ya boko pa
ya do bo ade ase na obi kan say tuntum de amenu me hu say ona obra mu she tuntum
ene mse so ba ka ene na mampon hina
na otweda
se bro oka ne bebe na otweda nti ne ye ko mampon ye ne owura Canada Japan
oh okay
kochia abusua ne na ma hemfo ene asante man nyina mje penfo se unfu edoso a oyi ni nyina nti
ken wa ha
kuma se
na omudi asem no US
I say the lawyers were ho
omu cancer yes and the lawyers na omo force sa no
I say
news I mean sacrifice actually say Sanchoni na Anas Aremi ya lusu case no
yes me
we breaking
properly so called me nga say we lose but initially no em say nyina so ya desua de ma ye earlier na ye mubo ha ye kan then say judgment be anya dey MI
yeah it's true but it looks as if na entiase no
me kai go for di matema say ayi lawyers in penny say me aminu penny something like the ayi ni manasa zuri no news file manasa zuri no ayi kwesi prempen mu kokko aza no na ye ka say yes judgment aba na kwesi kwa ate ye flow to the bad abeya okaka say there has not been any official judgment but then yes time heals and time reveals and time vindicates.
Exactly.
Maybe I share some and yet issue about even slash of the judgment. Most of the media house has reported say a slash it from $18 million to $500.
$500.
Yes, $500. So the kind of TA says
$500,000 and
no $500.
$500.
I mean, say some crab to make $500.
Oh, some idea at least.
$500. I sabi jam fuga so bit me twa mai sem no ko che dollars I know another 2 days
and then answer
and to go bit me twa mai but so what happened is and mo feel you na enya kwanya achemu briefly
all right
initially there was no judgment
yeah
the edi kan e ba ye no say Americans say mu no not even only America emremu no e obi be a jury trial
all right
and jury trial no and you were also trial by the judge and the judge no back for no kwa net so na wadi asem no jury trial in the bia ye fa panel of bia 7 jury bia nipa kobi no ma bo judge no e di asem no they don't make use of the law, they only make use of the facts of the matter near the momo not based on the facts or more arrival whether you are pronounced guilty or you should not be pronounced guilty.
Oh okay.
But with regards to announce and more issue a buyer no jury no and follow the directives of the judge and na honorable Ken Mo lawyers resist say if the jury did not follow the directives of the judge there emremo no it constitutes what you call mistrial.
Okay,
let's just say trial process has been tainted if you are there and then kawaye there abahon and the whole $18 million and that jury need can the buyer no there was an objection to it. And a judge in the case one more cultural objection in the Engukrata some farmer don't make a determination on it.
Wow.
But one more cry lawyers no quarter so much share New Jersey Mremu Yeno. Or much more no say, eh. Then they say New Jersey Mrano cry and Dibu why you hear a bit me who you. New Jersey Mrano. So in defamation suit so be a casing be a gun who fee and Yinasonim no cranium no. Yeah, so per damages and as a person court to be mass who's a gun who fee into your money per car. Usually we have the damages in three folds: the compensatory damages, the punitive damages, and the actual damages. Actual damages in there, and no emphasis say obeka economic loss. Be a fancy be a obi the car or the taxi am obi ejuma obi the articulator be boom. beer in a space of 2 months on Kwejuma. And you should be able to calculate one Kwejuma the car the abro. That has to be the actual damages. Okay. And it will be used for punitive damages. Punitive damages, such as say, yeah, chua so the car cobo became Monty Kwejuma, I and Sane Hoy day, Amobi, and a compensatory damages, let's say, I say the part be a day, a man. But an answer they narrate what they call court, there was no element of actual damages. On for actual damages, I had anchor. So, actual damages. Now, New Jersey Mremono. So, court, no actual damages, one for anchor. What essentially means is that you automatically also don't qualify for punitive damages. So, now here the rates, the coin, actual damages, the punitive damages, when it can hear the agent. And automatically, because one for actual damages, anchor, or forfeit a warning, the only thing a court to be say, well, indeed, jury now establishes that defamation has occurred. Until you be compensate you be more be a pattern. At least. Now, New Jersey Mranomono, compensatory damages, then pattern, it shouldn't exceed more than $500. Oh, okay. The assembly koba, and one more explore, sir, Emray provisions here, what New Jersey Mramono. Until the application for mass trial, no command. Okay. Right now, they did what you call an application for molding of the damages. There's the damages, no quite diabano. Yes, that's the right thing. And the court agreed with his lawyers. Okay. And this is judgment. So this is now the final judgment. Someone knows the coin. $500 in the car. They bought Ura Canada Japan. Then $18 million. And buy people were so worried. Say, hey, now over $18 million now. All this guy the bayo can be
$500 and a car. They bought Canada Japan.
Yes, $500. Yeah.
Into who loses the case now? Certainly. So I mean, in court there are only two outcomes. Court is not like a place arbitration. So we unique So for us, the court has been able to slash damages against you. It means that the court has pronounced you guilty within the legal terms. And the Anas can be said to be victorious here because the courts I would say, oh, now some of the by court near the edgedum. They know all the one I mean, in simpler terms, that's what you can explain. Okay. If it was other places there, I wouldn't say it's a win for anybody. But within the court understanding there and the legal language there, court you need two outcomes. You need a middle outcome. What do I send by court to know edge tomb? So at best we can say it's a court to the answer 7 year day a tomb. Okay. And I mean how you may want to describe it, say we lose. Well, I mean those are court language, but court has okay. Moving forward, meaning say a brainy homa okra brainusha. But we Ghana Haiti right after a year general election 2024 no 120 days in office for a year President John Dramani Mahama. Issues are also near the idea and happenings in the NPP.
Well, my main
but 120 days now, how would you assess it?
Well, let me say first of all, President Mahama, I don't think a lot of people had much expectation from him. Ghanaians don't have much expectations because maybe to say expectations and what President Ronaldo Sobrana or Abahima, what they compare to President Mahama expectations here, and just very that wild. And I've always maintained that if you look at or take the average Ghanaian, it appears that the average Ghanaian has a very higher expectation and standard from the NPP than the NDC. Okay. I just wanted to lay the foundation. All right. Except by NDC and President Mahama, expectation was and so be brisa. It stems from the fact that about your control here as my President Mahama no, it really had more to do with NPP losing than President Mahama winning. I say in the absence of good, we can even go for the bad because after all we've not seen anything best. Right? The area na akufado the near Jutum, Judi, Yakufado Nibamia, or Mobese, the expectation was so wild. And so if the expectations are unmet, we say abiding by Unia Juma, we say abiding we say party internal issues, internal crisis, we say the economy, a lot of factors that came to being. At the end of the day, you say abandon the inflow. And the only unfortunate option has to do with the NDC. It is not as though say go forward we say mugidi bia say you President Mahama obeye adibia de abroso. No. People don't have that wild expectation. Come what's our expectation now? One, just few key variables. Okay. One has to do with Bia Galamsey. And then Oka Hwasem. Was what buy and many ya President Akufo-Addo are failing to bring it Bibia or the Bibia be friend one friend say is it oh I forgotten state of emergency to declare state of emergency. Okay. The state of emergency no
in the process of fighting
Galamsey no. And the idea what the buy ya Galamsey no nyina so bet na President Akufo-Addo ni opepa say opeso the state of emergency near the eba. E be do say at the end of the day state of emergency no wamba in a space of 120 days plus. State of emergency, and I'm a lawyer, so I know how these processes understand it better. You don't even an executive instrument. Doing here across parliament to get parliamentary approval. There are 2 ministers who say maybe a minor now said that sector now normal economy who declare state of emergency to be able to make some critical decisions there. Oba onzo aye hu bibi onye eno akwa the video ano permehwe ye okokonongo oduma no ya dia afekwa the dancing nyina nkofo ye dey etutu. So one on Galamsey no is rather escalated, but yet Ghanaians are not complaining like when under Akufo-Addo. Okay, should be having another janto na one more time bra ye beto abo mo say nkra ye wo mo bi kra timi nu ebi me timi ensa when nkra defamation sorry nkra are born with a lot of deformities in the money ade. What is an Nkofo-Kaza? Yesterday Galamsey is being escalated. So he's filled even with the fight against Galamsey. Yesterday people are not talking about
around that time, you know. Ghana Medical Association and to me about as a tennis say Mofra warm some of these deformities now is as a result of the cyanide and BBC.
Yes, but in common course they could
it was in the public
also disputed.
It was in the domain.
Yeah. One dispute. I said more or less like an endorsement.
Okay.
Again, 2 weeks to elections. We had the whole organized labor. Ghana Bia catches President Akufo-Addo say when the clear sort of emergency and so Galamsey one more call Omoko strike. What also happens to it when President Mahama came into being? President Mahama by there's Obiakra. Now let's move from Galamsey. Here a bit is employment. Okay. A dear normal kai also the 24-hour economy day. 24-hour economy no day ban never solve the employment issues. Then go for run 3 steps in the other. You can say 24-hour economy and not there artificially engineered. Driven by demand and supply.
Okay.
A can kabomudi did this one a game changer in the Dunuma Beba. One more buy, you know, in the first 1 month, 2 months, then buying. Guaraka no money Jumano, on be your money if you and sadly, Krumha, yeah, my muhayetino. Some crowd used to could be this is a statistics averagely if for instance we nkra one batch our national service or more use national service or more use it takes a minimum of 10 years for half of that national service batch to get permanent employment. The other half after 10 years will still be searching. The other researches and reports also read say nkra 12 will be a use the state can only employ 2 in your own country. Yes, so I buy also the 24-hour economy, but about the economy, no name cry run a shift no be any German. Or by first and love letter German cry so we inquired Eddie. And sadly, so also new one call the budget or prepare call parliament. Ordinarily, budget no more less in averagely every year be a case with me deliver about 69 promises or example, yeah. This year, or mention just 23 promises, which means if you go by 23 promises trajectory now, won't mean even half of the promises are why they make it. But let's even go by the 23. 23 no, or can you now bobo 24 economy, so the 24 economy by be a game changer. We call paragraph 489 of the own budget. Was that the go to a jumaso? A buyer was say what the 24 economy over critique a new money are then buying government sector and private sector and conforming a jumayano. Or Saturday embego. To employment so even on employment is also a failure. Now let's go to education. Then what kind of double track? I see a Dunketiano or see 80 days or Bobby double track every year. How many days in it? In German 120 days. Double track every year. Or more can I catch them to double track in the bonnet? If there has been any novelty, any innovative response about to increase access at the same time I ensure quality a double track almost here boy on bomba be yefro almost on bomba decentralizing you and the same amanako the district level and when you the the one of the promises or more riding upon park say more university or mobile face here for your school fees no way students or live with disability and what is your do you can go sector by sector
say any Ghana din common during the televised address okay, say we pledge 452 million. Ediama and Korano say the share bono. Also, what trust can
I mean, those pledges are found in the budget. But one thing I saw understand the
allocation. No.
Yeah, allocation is not necessarily expenditure. You can allocate even more and spend less. You can even allocate more and spend nothing.
Okay.
Wait, allocating $100 million to a project. So, National Cathedral, there were allocations that were made to it. But did we really spend anything there? What I say? So you can allocate and the project will still not come into being. Even though it sounds like a reason, it may not be a basis to say, I'm part of the commitment here. It was true. Corruption was some DC. Corruption, I mean, for corruption. Attorney General, I saw no fight to corruption. None one is A plus, no more bony, and the whole matter of things. Koba, yes, I feel quite on no quack or GGC Kanyade. As at now,
it's A plus,
yeah, but you see, we are doing what we call a reasonable man test.
Was that under intimidation?
And we are sure say A plus can wait for MPP appointee who and answer for one appointee who can find say a trouser, call a patch or Shemi as a major video. I mean, on personal principle and the relationship I have with him, may imagine something can happen. But clearly, why are we holding him to that higher standard? Because he was so inconsiderate to every other person.
Yeah.
Odobia Simbia your politics and then was maba. $dollars. May share one news headline and about a month before I be win election, no any dollars. And I'm saying, pay that logic idea. And then public official be a YBB as after no be. Or more boys about talk.
But me one thing to I know is some politicians they come in Amucheska.
Yes, but you see that's what I'm saying.
And I wait and Abana.
No, me, my main cousin Joe. Samuel Diana, for instance. Upon first thought on, I thought it was a non-issue. After all, they say a number of Kobe in the Cheska, your bonds are where Yazi, or a book can call Mampohine now today. So bonds are 20,000, right? You could have said, you need be a Kobe. Be a bubble, Memoan, we be shall be about 2 bottom, 100 cities, 200, be a 500. But assembling in a fapim in I say, sometimes, you know, we judge you by your own standard.
Oh, okay.
Standard that some say, and no one will be a judge. Oh, okay. Ubia Sembiano or so personal, and if you like it, let me use the term, even inconsiderate. Ubia Sembia near the Yamanosem. Now they didn't need you. One, Obai was in Trialca in a space of 4 months. The dollars on every you are not an ordinary person or a public officer this time around. Two, now,
Wakasi in China.
Oh, on Morphis is a public knowledge that Gold Board and PMMC for 4 months the NGO be account. The Tranica, granted, even without even assuming some pay Tranica, how many months? What I say, Tranica, how many months? You see, bottom line is say nobody is even saying so to me as he can. He could even have had it. Yeah. But you see, in will be even for the optics. I remember running. Your president just came and spoke about rules and ethics and when
cameraman so
cameraman
they go try
no but at the end of the day for me the most important principle is the actor no whether or not saying you say idea we should encourage or not as we can just but how he held people so inconsiderate about other people
no,
it's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
No, it should be a big deal. Even though, say, in a normal cultural context, in a political realities, and those things happen, it's a big deal.
All right.
When you're an ordinary person, you are a government appointee, you handle government office. One, what's your car and what team? Oh,
blogger na shada in track
Range Rover brand new.
Oh, okay.
One more car, Abuchi can $270,000. Okuya, Patotio. Okra ne kran kwa $270,000. Uko yi ni okrom ha na mebusa Max so omuyi sa aka no muzo. Ozo omuyi ni 1.1 million.
Mazi ba kwa.
Yes, oyi ni 1.1 million. Nti for $270,000 convert into cedis na for 1.1 million gown. All of a sudden, per that logic dey mean hold obi into any standard in any account. After all, so obi a chesika. After all, so obi a me say me waka. Me nto aka bebre ma to car miensa. Aha, nti aban foforo ba. Ma aban ba na me twika. Na me cars do then nobody should have any right to even ask me that as my talker. Me to say me ofie.
So where you man?
Me adwuma me ofie. Nti aban ba nobody should even also have any right to ask me say na menye fie enuma na ensia de eka ho. You see what is not good yen nyina ntum say nye good. Some of these things and wisdom should tell you say ye no wo ekwan bi so. We ye display of opulence and influence it's completely needless. If you ask me, they are avoidable. It's not good for the government, especially to the same standard that Samena Setiamobia. Oh, Nanya former Zutiminia Scaven, Zilla the Pano Timinia Diano, or his lifetime, or her lifetime. See, I know Yaman yourself. I mean, sometimes, when you have an opportunity to criticize people, you're careful. And then another will be say, Nigeria. But I was say, net down crowd which you are down with Timo, so when he
oh, now on to photocopy machine, find your business. We better photocopy machine. All right, okay. Yeah, so let's look at a bit of issues. Now, Professor Aaron Makoko report. Yenkum Kakrana, Yer said, near Melko. But it's something page 120, who basa. Na okay, I mean, the who mudie. But we say we we
do about me so me dey say me gas mo.
Nasa wa kan we. Nasa wa kan ana kan we.
You know. Okay report no.
Sa wa kan.
Me who be one. General Secretary said there is only one copy of the party no. Me who people have quoted certain portions. Of course, some of them outrightly who yabo who zenya no kre. Ebu ayesu yesi there is miracles bo ba kwasum yesi we could do be atem.
Oh, asumbo. Yes, report num.
Oh hey.
Asumbo dey thank you to no na yetin.
And I just go try my yesi ba ko yesi ba kokura so bi ba bia. And already so. Ebu aka na zero. But now na Facebook ko bi ko try bi za am zo ke mate. Some more report na yesi mu kan mu ntwa picture anya dey. And ama ngomono kofa
election defeat no. Still meaning say gradually MPP is still under defeat management. Religion and ethnicity any effect be our 2024 election as well now?
Oh, certainly.
How?
First of all, even though I've not read the report, it will be very surprising to see say religion and be ethnicity and we're not factors across your defeat. We are a people of religion. We are a people of ethnicity. Yabraba ye are influenced by your religion and your ethnicity. Oma Timmy, Minya, Sabia Bruce or hospital. So na I was say a beer or checkup, medical checkup, be a paying for every month to be a. Now, Dr. Cassett, this month, one ma a behawa. We need 100 if you are. Almost of a catch almost say, Dr. Nasamo Kayan or Bohan no more any so umbiti so for no than one more medical doctor. No, yeah, my muha. My muha. Basses, VIP basses, 100 to a 90 or 99, a bomb pie and son of bass there too. Go be any say I won't buy. Oh, and buy the quebo I say, a Yankopona Nisti and near your Sankafono is in chain. Oh, hey, Cromuha. The one Cromuha. Sebi, our ream pokeke, our rare bewareno. Try boom, our tribe will be. Oh, my muha. A normal busa opinion, people will not be expressive about it, but in terms of their conduct, they will manifest it. Beboa, ya tuaba, ya ba ya tuno. Oh, yeah, sure, says ethnicity nima. Edna Santefon kwa to my MPP all the time. Kumasi for na vote for so to my this all the time. Was the ethnicity any decision?
And I have to need strongholds.
Was there and yes, I have to need strongholds to the sense that near trouble minim the bantam be try the ako minim the K2 South so be try the ako.
Catching off
minim say ne bisi. Minim say I mean we are doing some just logical reasoning how MPP in an attempt to deflate that tag, say MPP, non-account, for instance, in only account party, you know, in an attempt to deflate that tag, you know, we engineered and even admitted, say, the northern candidate, but we have say, that decision, it wasn't anchored on ethnicity. So, the premise is that, TSS say, revolves around religion and culture. And your religion and culture, Nga yebetena sisi ana panimu ana hene baha. Oba sorry meboa. Won sorry fa kunya ne man. That's how we are. There na religion and culture. Friends say religion, your culture, your ethnicity affects all other aspects of our life. But you do lesson that was affect it. Nti to the extent to say my mu han. Say be a bro. We sure say brother be a papa jana sorry. or sorry or catch the man for say or mon kotuma Christian candidate no we so munti because of what so omumuno omubuno nti if there is a tribal conflict a war fan say boko na enuano man presi for which ordinarily may be the minority set within that enclave now to compare to about 1.2 million friends say kusasisa we sure say omo ebeka to say kwakotwa man presi ni. What are we talking about? Indeed, my biggest surprise would be say it be a quick report. No quick catcher say religion and tribalism did not affect us. No, I'll be very surprised.
Wow.
Now maybe decisions, our normal daily decisions, is influenced by tribalism and religion. And you see, there is nothing wrong with being tribal. There is nothing wrong with being religious.
Obviously,
yes.
Play role.
Yes. Play role. There is nothing wrong with being tribal or being religious. What is wrong is when it's weaponized. I mean, your call, thank you, Tom.
Weaponized in what context?
Say people exploit it for their own
for
their own interests. To achieve no matter what. Okay. For more example, your call, thank you, Tom. Dr. Bawumia made certain declarations. One of them is say. Yebeto abano NDC for eka say one ne totu eko bokoko fuel conflict because so e man pushing it no pese kukuku kusase for no na NDC for yes e dey vote. As soon as you make this declaration, this comment, what does it mean? It means that people have exploited or weaponized the whole concept of tribalism and that war against you. You may not be part, and genuinely, I mean, but by virtue of the circumstances where he finds himself as belonging to this set, people use it against him. So if you yourself admit it, send this issue against you. Now, okay, report catch him say. Ethnicity did not play a role. You think I believe that report is effective?
So in that now say candidate not a right person for the 2024 election.
Yes, or a right person, or a right person because and in the practice of democracy, but this is the caveat. The caveat is there. Even though no a right person, there were circumstances surrounding his candidature that made his winning for the party becomes very complex and impossible.
Such as
obviously religion is entrenched, you can't change it. Tribalism is entrenched, you can't change it. The economy as at then, we know him to be very intelligent and superb man.
I said, "Do na muntu for some economy no wasem. Edru na mum hamana some economy no wasem. Na digitalization hun common kwa no ni."
Yeah, because his argument was that there was also a connection between digitalization and the economy. But the ordinary Ghanaian knew him for speaking to the economic issues, the raw economic data. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. I have arrested the CDA and giving the dollar and giving the CD to the dollar and giving the keys to the IGP. The ordinary Ghanaian noted him for that, and people expected him to talk about that. He did his best. Normal ICN has nothing to do with Bawumia. Let's be very honest. Normal IC those times it has nothing to do with Bawumia because see, all of a sudden, Ghanaians has forgotten say. In a space of the whole of 2020.
Eya kanitwi na menyantie se ya ma memutie pa nti omo se menka nche o se ya omo se menka se ya si form kakra
but all of a sudden no oza se me get you adu a flow no bu na bro fabet ana me akoma dem say brefu na dem abetra me come come last and come tree all of a sudden the adebako say nyina agitum say irrespective of baby me gina me support to the Japan say me hu say wa hoden e de to me my no
they say o support Ken.
Oh yes.
Inti assistance obe support Ken over Dr. Elijah Mahmoud Bawumia.
Me ba ma for question one ba one say we back for we to first one no ye say ebia na on economy ho asem no adebako am pese e nyina agitum say the economic situation e fine ye ho in 2020 election ya Dr. Bawumia na call so ye factors are na e go beyond him. They be ameka say you refi say for the whole of 2020 over teachers there were over 350,000 teaching staff alone. Non-teaching staff for my averagely paid them around 450,000. Omutine fi for a whole 1 year eboa abantwi omoka every month meboa Ghana most of your communities are electricity aban ye free ye dey MIA for whole 1 year teachers you try moka obi an kwadwuma productivity bi anya dey enkoso nsuo for whole 1 year free meboa ye dey be a friend MBSSI buy e dey protect business na ga just can na free e aban ni sika e bosia bo e dey kan ba bed throw enim nti e dem come sha president Akufo-Addo dey kan dey ashadada was it we know how to bring back the economy but we do not know how to bring back the human lives. And it was an admission said the economy can crash along the way. The economy need not crash it. But you see, the maker said Dr. Baumia happens to be the victim of circumstance and they say, oh no, be any so economic result. And the abra economy not crash ya what wants them no dear. Ghana how can be any day inti. Bread and butter issues. We don't care so now course you and answer on our
only need a man for the man penny that I want before them to tell about me. Well,
it will be dishonest on my part to say those could not be factors. It will be very dishonest on my part. Say Atrona me the midi, but you see, who offer so on me. So who offer who na ujao ejapadia ujao kokwa usum. What's the major say? So ujao council udo koko now the koko no who's guy there. Akutria. If we're a leader, now you have the opportunity to be, let's say, the vice president and the presidential candidate. Some of these things in year 2 day is so. Say President Akufo-Addo, say one. Ultimately, as a party, no, together with the party leadership, no, chairman for no Obia, we see the flag bearer no Obia, so we take responsibility. Near catch us a DSA in a find the enche. Menya sure say President Akufo-Addo in his own wisdom and his own interest. Ebeshe say or said that you know maybe a bema in PPI de akopozi. On your zadneda. Economy mu ye de. President Akufo-Addo na koso ye. Beyond us, and the factors medical day. Of course, President Akufo-Addo no one angel, on superhuman. Certainly, who have his flaws. A bini day, a busy yes, who keep our appointees for 8 years. Once a summer, people had issues with that. It could be legitimate, it could be genuine. And me to be within a space of 8 years. Because a son muka kra, kibia about
arrogance of power and by.
Ane abayin bia maminchewade. Maminkazamincho. Ulusu leshana. All assumptions looks true. And then penny for can tree casem say or so tough my boy behind the ebony. Yazo car team and a match or country and desert. Obi or lose lesson was as okay NDC bro we lose election 2016 as if maybe when NDC parrot and you when those from Mahama and I choose them only and for kind. Yes say no more day and penny for no the omu chewing stick. Where you like a day a lesson. But yes the people believe it.
I'm the only chewing sticks.
Oh, you're already so. You guys are the marriage you stick. I mean, this way.
Side you stick in the year, so you have to say I could pay page 120.
And I make us say,
page 120, a hot day. Now report to me in park. Page
120, you quote to the bell 20 times.
120 honor, I'm a person with
the 66, so they only 120 brand.
66, no crap, Mate, but the horns and no content in your desert 120. I said, I am 120, no. I mean, you're no kind craft for the whole year.
Yes. And I make us say, when you lose an election, you say lose election. Party need to pen. Yeah, na in film watching, and you'll be expectation be near me. And to be very honest, Sebi, you could be a who say, you are buying why you call by a Juma Mukran. We all have expectations, be intimate at the MET. But among yourself, no, you may not be where you want to be. But maybe so now won't be now on your day.
Maybe the intimate per se, me touch on 1 or 2 issues. Be now share a year proposals are yan TS Ebebaso. Menyan TS Mobessan, a year more constitution no emu. Now before then, and ne of form now tea from pa. And maybe no be brave. Yes, oh, as a man for any jiken. Honestly speaking, me per se would dino cremame. Na oko other side of the street no so boys nature oh Kennedy no bibia we en consecutor sem bibia no abeka na koma hand do the president we dey David man we the president dey unza man na koma no ana action na yen muma
I over tutu I anoma wa gadem ze anoma we well media
man na koma ha no
me mama answer ni say me susu say enipa bia e wo character trace
okay
ye wo de eya ye nyina agitum ana ye wo de enye nso a ebi a ehunu say you need to improve or work on it.
That's right.
And metana ka se be bru kene Japan. Me whitewash ne say o ye saint ni bibia o ye bia atene o no de oba onye bone kura da kene Japan de oba wiase kura onye bone da o kura onyimi ni o ye nipa se de yesitie ya ye me better hey how o se abusa me questions yi mu say you very fantastic host yeah be assessment who be catch us o question dey ebote dodo can say ijaye dey ebemu. But it's about how we leverage your full potential.
Exactly. Yeah.
Omo president is be a timid. Meboa. Yenka say be a liar.
Be a dad.
Be a dad. Yes, uninspiring. Unti be that.
And share with this show down we move.
What I say? Inti you resonate with people differently based on how one also see the receive. I don't think Ken is temperamental.
Oh, okay.
I agree that in terms of his temperament, he should have an improvement.
Okay.
Said the for who are also timid that you said they should also be a bit inspiration and I don't know what I say. But all in all, we share the individuality as a person, what he stood for. I am of the view said those things I'm who say weakness are things that we can explore for our benefit. I remember one example. Somebody who is excessively passionate about seeing results. One here or banner the Juma Son Sana when you have some catch on, catch any because na kuma ben no more. But for instance, Kwalebu, ye the Kwalebuaba, na see a top Confanochi Wahay. Ye the Confanochi Wahay, now see a top base, ye make it critical decisions, a save life. No one save life, any paneu. Tinipa ne bana or right zeni bufu. Say we a road contractor, ye the choir mount, untimini Jumano, what you husika, or release certificate, or the bedroom husika, near boy and some. Such a person has every right to be angry. And these are
okay.
And see, it depends on how we see it. Maybe who say can say or you're very bold, or you're very fearless, or you're disciplined. And ye krum han maybe America more videos matter. Me so my abribi or more jatwa here there. Yes, some can be different. As my boni betimi who be catch us straight ebinua. Ade of course wa anya de. Me no nya dwe no. Ahane en kanesa. Uti anye kwesa akwa be jatwa here. Na jatwa here na je snap. Na yeze ba go even envelope mfa mbuo mu ade. Na de kakra to so okopacho. Ene na de corruption ni nyina ade ba. But you have Ken who can look into your face, look into his own party's face and tell you that ade we there enye. And I'm of the view say be edru no. Me enye katasumo mo so bia. Ye president anu afa kwara abo ne bo Solomon mo lifestyle ni bi. No afa kwara bra woni adonija wo mo pra ahenie no. No afa kwara no de abo ne bo no akisi yeso solo de open kwara asem obo enye kwara asem bia no.
E line kwa.
Na ayi settings ayi Vanderpoy. Papa ya okoye ayi abojese. No bo mati. Obedi empoda so bo maniti.
Oh, ben how na ye beto abekre be kan benku askwa nyina.
Omu da so ka. Oni o tigatem ni ade. We've moved from there. Ba akofo obegina ha tigatem twa pictures no. It doesn't fix our rules. Meboa. And solve your sanitation issues. We need to get the real person. That's why we insist that let's
finally Seban say mo be sesa emrani mu a. Denti e na hemfa pote na mbese mbese.
Oh, the edika de emze honorable Ken Kra edika ka ho asem say for broader and greater participation, you know. Ye me mo bia na endubi. No kra me kwa de ka busa makeka say ma card party card bearing me bia ye de ento ya ba na bi. One, ebe ma sika sem no so akofom. Secondly, no.
Sana mhunu.
Oh yes.
Me hunu sa.
So obia to bia. Obe bribe the whole Ghana.
Mwagi say if more or less divide.
No, nam says obia to bia obe bribe the whole Ghana. You see, at the end of the day, the principle is that the impact of that money cannot buy them. Say any per 1,000 ekoto ade a woman 7,000 ehun emu edu
ba omo ye 4 million no my door krojin
omo ye 4 million na ko 20 cedis omo nti obeto ama onye 200 na ade ama no de
na so omo beto ama ye omo door krojin
but then yes move sika no kwa na enhance broader participation nti one ade a honorable Ken ejina for titru at the base party level polling station ye ma obi akwanya ye ma not ye kan obi a se no kaka se obi a emiem no obi anto bia within the time frame no untimi nya also a credible register.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, expand it. Say 15 or say 20 and you jitum. Say yeah, expand no be anya kwanya yere bi ni fe brenya kwanya. And one other key variable so abo be bia ye sa ne amnesty hon koma awadi no. Say munya no. Say me join party. Say nipa timi from party dia and a party so timi from yede enipa.
That's right.
Them nyina adwebro pam no twa no ana ye de ya che ye mfa nyina nche ye bone nche ho na fe obi afiti chama temre zo ata Kennedy o afoko hwan ye obi afoko mfa obi am because yin adom obi a vote.
Okay, all right, okay, Mate. Na eba ne se constitution no almost the same sa mebisa wa hwe ni ana mpanyimfo tumi akoteltem anako obi advantage o ana ntumi nsi.
I mean, nipa de omo nipa bia kwanya bia people may want to abuse it. But be a party ni jano. Me I have full trust and confidence in your party in mpanyimfo. And me I don't like doing things the ordinary way. Do some say where the confidence lies the confidence lies at the polling station level. One of those they are the masses. Who here constitution sovereignty resides in the people. Okay. One they be decided, and I don't think somebody make a decision here wrong. 2 minutes ones and no be decided the right thing for all of us.
All right, okay. Meda se oburu asanteman na wajibre na watumi abedi nkomo. Yamisha papa. Otec 1029 Professor Smart waha somate watna se Dr. Abraham Jenfi ewaha na akase Honorable Jerry James Suka ebebaha JJ Ofirikum Constituency Communication Officer na Baumianu Bema no so abaha Ishak Chebrube Tescon patron OKSTU Nana me kanfo Hepa Plus ediama onya bi na no ma ebeboa pa bomodian na no Hepa Plus ni bi that is a year Hepa Plus Pavi Plasmos fearsome 3 no onu bi na gbowura ni padua ni mu a bibia be kama ediama baby bi etu adoton aduru bia no obenya bi ato etu phone fresh 0542778572 0542778572 and 0542807907 0542807907 and 0591367898 0591367898 ya to eya dance hu nyoma no e Donima Steel Complex Limited Donima ho na bibia wo e free chance ya de board dance so bibia bi ho and that papa capital for the adwuma free nkumem kwa na kesiem banding wa ni iron rods na no benya bi e Donima o sia boss product limited a se Donima your sister company no ya ni ye boss paper toilet tissues no and so you extra soft and extra strong and very very hygienic and your man so for say utun watu na watu ni ko watu tumika ya head office was of wife junction ya Bengana Revenue Authority Tamale so Canville ya Benken David Junction no and an so Kantama to ya Ben GCB Bank Tachiman when chi kwan so Kantana na ya domba chi fie no store yo ho Fredonima 0244 126625 0244 126625 and 0540 101555 Donima din ya boa ya be kase home of tropical product ya bomodia na to a perfect series wonu enwoma ni bi ema mofra ne kenkan tumi konkan na esan say yenti Ghana Education Service ajatum na kan so approve inte free next run kosi JHS no bibia wom kama bomodia e free next one na se nkoda totofe wa enum di kosi JHS no books ni nyina bi ho perfect series e woni nyina bi upa bi atua bowrem okumase eputo John Ben station no ena nkran so dan so man first stop and obetu afre perfect series so 0243 299938 0243 299938 and 0540 755465 0540 755465 perfect series in kwadia chenu some frane dachi ewom ya nom time heba me chane ntu malaria fever na sema aduane antumi ndi no obedidi afele gbenza ni adeade nsansan pese ese hunamani a pepacho aye time agent heba mixture and then capsules ya numbi baby bi etu adoton aduru bia obenya bi and obetu afre time heba 0244417669 0244417669 give us herbal center omo anom the give us p capsules aba adwaman so any give us co capsules ya to bi nom na abeboa papa enyi amama free ni padua ni mani adeade na ukọ onuma ayar sabia onso a yade ba na tete wo bowuram no mtu ase omo sign laboratory services dietary counseling physiotherapy massaging omo yen ho na bibia nso ay kama give us about center teshi mobile omo sign teshi aduana and abetia from 0598 581667 0598 581667 and 0543222470 0543222470 na what to me anyone edi enkomo. Okay, but my brother is here, but me bus is here.
Opanyi, mashusha wache. Se perfect series books here. Oma me koto obi ma me ma no. O wajajai. Abua wa mo se wo to make kinkan kama. Wa kabrofo. Na nkontabu akura de ejajai.
Wonderful. Mese Ghana for GAJ perfect series. Atumo no de jai. No de animdifuo ene tire wa nwoma bia. Owo crèche, nursery, any KG, books bia bi. And owo science, creative arts, maths, RME, history, coloring, computing, OWAP, nina. Every basic 1, equals basic 6. English, every basic 1, equals junior high school. Ne ban combine so or nina bi. English nom and maths nom me say books be anywhere. Perfect series, any B, na GS, any naka, and so I'm approver into a batter pian koto be maneba.
Hey, and na so we dear, so could be crab to me akoton. How many students?
Na and cradi, what table one to say, she almost has a mock exams, terminal exams, and a midterm exams at the master school. A here one more at to phone call put to a station wa and crying down so mine. First up, and your mom by beer, your tunto books beer from 0243 2999 38 and a 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
Order 4. Mami misa wa sembio. Da bay na ope brese. Uko yisho unipedria mu. Sedi unipedria na kwa na huo density. Obre buo. Osa. Cholesterol anasa. Didudwe wo o blood group. O genotype. So ye AA. AS. Ana SC. Sabre. May comfort by grace. Medical Center di amount say. Enjemu bia. Bramien chain. Mayen shemao. Ka cry a day bampo. Brano. Ye de coffee tem correse bibia de ye. Me ye nipedria ye de ne kwade ne ba. But what ya say, ube hwehwemu and tentem na bibi siewa ye hunentem yetimi asra no. By Grace Medical Center, ewo Kumasi Bremai, DVL and Enchempe, or Sekodwe area wa bibia ni amienkasa 0244 97 68 05 Bio 0244 97 68 05.
Ewra, me pacho bra na me hwa de wo bagi.
Bra, aden, enen so biem.
Hey, time heba me hwa ya me ka se yi ba kun. Ani wayi me yensen.
Bra, sanya time heba me hwa esia gyimi ni me fiefo enya de abaako ebeso yen.
We de udi se ofa ni nyina.
Time heba me hwa me ka se me di one dance ya heaven ene de me kwa akopie. Enti se malaria we draw ne time heba me hwa.
Enye enunku o, de nanum ato a wontimi anidie no. Time heba me hwa duro no ene ye ma o. Oba a wafa afuro de wo ma akwada no fo. Any akwada woni mfie dumienu entimi num aduro yi bi. Se obeto aduro yi bi anoma, hwe se wakọ hospital anase lab am ye hu se wo 3D malaria yi bi ansa. Se opetam heba mesha enuro dudu atu a, fo ani kire KNG Herbal Center ewo Emrom Abidjan House ana ba akoso wo Atonsu Monaco Junction.
Eno echi obenya bi atowo over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop dodo na emu.
Fre 0244 417669.
Kayo set time no TIME. Time herbal mixture. Afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo munu be tuako.
FDA agi adwade nkratoa yi atum.
Se unya fafim papa wo ngumesua ma wabra wo na ekoyie ma saa eno ti da bia me kase sukuu na obekọ ne de hu hia hu se obekọ sukuu papa ubewi obenya adwuma ahwo no ena chesa mpa wo sukuu papa eno nti na me kanfo DHI College of Health and Education ediamao ane DHI College of Health and Education bra sukuu papa ne amount tie ewo early childhood education affiliated University of Education Winneba sounds ne amount tie ewo diploma in education mu ema wona opeso o chirade na qualification a degree and HND holders in Kwan. Kaisa win afeba ko pepe no wie your regular and your evening classes. Kaisa certificate we University of Education Winneba and a demand near Mompon campus and a kabum. And you know kwa ye mantity pa our certificate in sign language and also chemu e mantity our medicine counter assistant me MCA. Na fe opeso be top up also our dispensary technician 2 and 3 so and also ye be mantity wo papa bi. You DHI College of Health and Education Echikwan ewo Kumasi Patasi yeben Dr. KJC Sunyane Sehi Debiso ene kadezo sono ye podwuma dikadika wo ho from 0244 213 187 0244 213 187.
wopɛ sɛ wokɔ aburokyire kɔyɛ adwuma anaa wokɔsua deɛ ɛmfoɔ ne nkyerɛ baabi a ɛsiane sɛ yɛgyima travel and consult abama wo sɛ wɔbɛboa wa ma akwantuo ho nhyehyɛeɛ bɛyɛ fofoofo. Yɛgyima travel and consult ma akwantuo yɛ simple koraa ɛsiane sɛ wɔka nnwumakuo akuku da mmoa ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu adi amanfoɔ tu kwan no ho. Ɛna no yɛ a Ghana Tourism Authority abɔwa ne yaba so sɛ 2024 best traveling agency in Ashanti region ɛnam wɔ mmɔden bonti. Yɛgyima travel and consult ɛde nkwadaa a wɔbɔ ho mmɔden paa wɔ adesuam nanso sikasɛm nti wɔte fie. Dodoɔ no akɔ Canada abrɛkyima mu a wɔkɔtoa wɔn adesua so. Enti sɛ wopɛ sɛ wokɔ Canada, UK, USA anaa Asian country biara so no Yɛgyima travel and consult bɛyɛ nkratasɛm no nyinaa ma wo. Sɛ yɛ visa, passport, birth cert, hotel, any flight reservation wobɛyɛ no nyinaa kama ma wo. Bra Yɛgyima travel and consult ɛnɛ yi a na yɛmfiri w'akwantuo nkratasɛm no ho nhyehyɛeɛ ma wo. Wobɛhu Yɛgyima travel and consult wɔ Kumase, North Central so ɛna Obuasi Zongo, Yak Towers anaa wobɛfrɛ 0552 098 298. Yɛgyima travel and consult w'akwantuo mu boafoɔ.
You just got added to the GoTV Best Football Friends chat group. Let's go! Final. It's finals time, and all the biggest players are in it to win it. Catch every Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa League, Conference League. To cut the long voice note short, you know who'll be there for you when you need to watch the final. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GoTV. Love it.
Give us P capsules. A memory. Manum bia ben memua. Kani mitutu ya na minkuma bua. Sese die. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules.
Give it to me, baby.
Give us core capsules on Zoe.
And man meme nyina koko yadie. Sisi yadie. Amamanya yem timotete womono. Yedruno no. Manumbi. Amama deme hon.
Give us core capsules. Mrs. Moye ding. Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, give us in no. A man need ya bebusiamu papa. Na bemaka give us P capsules. And ni give us core capsules bomunum dia. Na eni jeni ahwodeno.
Wabrudo.
Give us P capsules.
A man wadi if you do what you do kronkwa na efa.
Give us core capsules.
A painful abata one more menu for ne nkwada woni if you do me nunka ho. E wo drugstore bia motofonko give us herbal center. Teshi mobile. And na Teshi Adriami. Phone numbers 0543 222-470 and then 050-68-51135.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Dwabrem. On Otec 102.9 Yakoya Yasan Abba. Prof.
Yes, sir.
Kwaba.
Yeah,
na bom design.
Adom now so.
Adom ninti ya hoye. Boni bianka
ya. Yeah, ever fresh looking.
Oh yeah. Boni bianka ya. Ne to de bia na weekend pressure na doso.
Oh Charlie. Weekend so to de bia kwa contem. When you beti anajo ada na asabe.
Na be catch obi sem nyanka na weekend cry 3 days. No bi sam say de toso miensa na be friend sen. Ti me dina mi hwe ni nim na na. Ebe Sat Sunday. Dog Zebo Cordie. You are okay.
Still
nipa minimum come to me fan so adan concert last year one year juma be. We say watch yadom. Also one year juma. Or say but yeah, I'll say okay. And maybe antina one participating. But I'll say easy at the abeto just say or account details challenges be. Account details challenges.
Yeah, some stories be what they shouldn't be telling us.
Near details challenge be any no muntu and news and
Ningina or challenges.
Oh, there is some stories be what they shouldn't be telling us.
Me patroning in our challenges.
Oh, they
I beg you did the bank inside.
Oh,
you and I were not there.
You and I were not there.
Stories they shouldn't be telling us.
Exactly. We can not say.
Oh, yeah, me that Roma.
It be okay.
Usual hecticness. Ebe weekends being sent to us there.
Okay.
Anye meetings and funerals.
A bomb price a week by this time I'll be reading the page 120. Doc, me can't say me actually. They are holding the report. People are also reading it in the room, in our rooms. Oh. Na report we say nye report bia. Na Ashanti region there no. Ashanti region report na. Ashanti region there no. Ashanti region there no. Say omo tumi nkan kire me say factors e wa ha no MPA or national one e be pie wo mu. Na Ashanti region there no ekuro bi adamu no.
The region is a T-pace.
Enti omo hwe na omo ya be kinkan mo kakra.
It's a T-pace.
Ishak, there's one situation bia ye kum sisia. It looks as if oman for the situation in Diagro. Na over the weekend, me tena se dwenioma bebre ho. Fatex bebre. But yan hwe ni ya. Ye besre but ye ni mrans na sumadru ye. About the strength of the city.
Yeah.
Many Dr. Joseph Obien din komo a while ago. Or mommy explanation say omo plead say be ya nka dwadifo no ntete omo nyoma so.
Yeah.
Na me awie kwa makase ye ha na market ni e free. Emu e free. Nti untumi nhye obi but os omo nhye na mum e ya desrede e na omo de to omanfo. Na me bisa ne say omo te so enne because ye hu bi da. Anytime a Bank of Ghana be pompi sika gu system ni mu no. The dollar regimes begins to change. Ebe change. Me pesa me call bricks. Bricks ho nsem so ho. Bricks ho nsem so ho. Me pesa me call. But then, Ishak, the sustainability of the strength of the city. You are an accountant, you are an economist. What you say? And until me pesa ye disan come away for today.
Yeah. Dr. Medasi. Yeah, we are made departing komo kakra.
All right, no problem.
Let me start from here.
Very good.
You decline, and they say, we busa say dollar rate to the city now. Obeka say city said now the better dollar.
13 cities, 30 pesos.
The next question. The Odia Mamino, interbank rate and I say Oko Forest Bureau or better Mousa.
The Forest Bureau, the Mammy.
And you're correct. Now, Oko interbank, the Away.
Okay. Hold on, Mammy Trippin. Oh, you know, Sammy here.
Yeah.
Trippin Nazam be team community.
Also,
Sammy call
in terms of quotation.
Hold on. Also, Sammy call interbank, sir. Me call bank Armenia.
I will say, Upka say 13 points.
All right, 13.3.
Okay.
We then find 13.3.
Yeah, 13.3, 13.5, 13.7.
And Oba
Forest Bureau.
Forest Bureau.
Who will be a Forest Bureau? Busan say Forest Bureau Oba dollar will be say.
Oba a Prof from Crawford Noir. Hosu Ubenyana. Ehona mi bay.
Forest Bureau.
13.2.
No.
Saturday.
No.
Meba. Jalabia 13.2.
Saturday.
Woko
Sabi. Okay. Obi o etibia en free from any Forest Bureau. No more Forest. So we say so we say 13.2. And I kwa abochi onyan 13 say.
There be abochi on 13.2.
And interbank nzo onyan.
And interbank say 13.3.
We figures na distorted.
There be so me bought 13.3 no.
What I'm telling you is that your
figure me bought 13. Hold on me ba.
Dem can say Forest Bureau.
Me pesa o tema.
What dem mom check it. Me ba me dem wan 15 plus.
Oh, the hold on me ba. Me bought 13 no. And also there be ye benya no interbanks.
That's right.
Yeah.
They said what was the Forest Bureau no? It's lower than interbank, and I'm saying your figures cannot be right.
Na interbanks near saying.
Me say interbank now can say 13.3 no. And I will say Abochi 13.2.
Abochi 13.2.
And I'm saying that cannot be right.
Why?
What do you so almost say chama?
I didn't think
Let's have the conversation.
You're correct.
Forest Bureau.
My brother, are you in Jalabia?
I have the figures here, so
okay,
so
all right.
I know what I'm arguing about.
My cross checking will figure out.
No checking here, I say Forest Bureau, I say.
Oh, check it.
Forest Bureau, I say.
Oh, yeah, also.
So that is where I want us to start the conversation.
All right, okay.
Conversation, I shall say free. quotation anywhere. When him say Emran MPPA free so. Okay? Na interbank no 14.7.
14.7.
14.6, 14.7.
Okay, all right.
Huh?
Oh, the MFA 14.7 no.
All right. Na Forex bureaus no okwa na 15.5.
Oh, Forex.
Forex bureaus no 15.5.
Okay.
Okay, erroneously Tembia NDC ni ebe kutu exchange rate at the time I exit via okutu 16. In other words,
now approximate now.
What did you account?
No, I'm just any approximation.
What did you cross account? Then you 15.5 or the almost can say 16 in the area. But when you go to interbank, you 14.6, 14.7. Now, say yeah, kasay. You see yeah, kasay. Interbank, and every 14.6 no. Ediaba sa 13.3, 13.5, 13.7.
Okay.
What you say? So it's about 1 CD plus down. What did them say? But say Oko Forest Bureau, you are not going to get anywhere sir 13 and 14. It's 15 plus.
Currently.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Forest Bureau, I was saying.
Forest Bureau buying no at 13.2 and now selling near 13.7. So
Okay.
between 13.7 13.8.
And now we're see 13.2. Yes, sir. So Forest Bureau figure will always be higher than the interbank.
Why?
Say interbank, you know, government, you know.
But currently, I don't know. Oh, figure Ghana commercial Bank of Ghana edema commercial banks no.
Oh,
you don't have the figure now.
You know, anyway, say no. You know, na mibusa no.
Oh, okay.
So 13.2, 13.3 now, can you know? You know, interbank no. What you say? So that is my starting point. My starting point is that anytime BIA will be a go to foreign exchange to the Ghana CDBI.
Yeah.
I say a free interbank and now say
a free forex.
A free Forest Bureau.
Yeah.
I say see I know Forest Bureau a 13.7. And interbank year 13.2 and 13.3 from the MPP 14.7 to we say on the difference and you can say. But so ko 5 MPP no say Satab Forest Bureau 15.5. Now they about 13.7 on the difference in the SO. That is precisely where I want to start a conversation from in terms of quotation. Number 2. And they say why is the CD appreciating? I didn't and a CD na hoarding ebem. Na dollar na hoarding no ekofom. May answer from 2 perspectives.
Right.
External, domestic. Ahoɔden a ɛreba mu efiri abɔnten deɛ ɛresie ɛne ahoɔden a ɛreba mu efiri deɛ ɛresi ɛwɔ fie. Then I conclude. 1. Otokasem also the global lack. Global lack NSA. NSA say yeah say Donald Trump the tariffs aba. And sa tariffs no ama trade volumes akofom. Dollar worldwide and a currency you use as a medium of trade. And the tonium, tiaka, and all of that. And generally the demand for dollar na akofom. And Ghana, just as other countries, and that's what I mean by the global lack.
Right, okay.
Second point. You mentioned BRICS.
Oh, yeah, missing me person me call
who mention BRICS. It is also one of the factors. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
Yeah.
To say grade the BRICS plus. Plus in the year Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, United Arab Emirates, and it is still counting. When we a group of countries are almost come together and we say in terms of trade, $1 dollar. And as I say, so. And so it's also affecting the value of the dollar. The other aspect, and it's say gold price is a cost. Inti one almost all reserves in dollars. They think that it rather must be in gold. Japan and some of the Asian countries are actually depleting their dollar reserve and increasing their gold reserve. What you say? Then again, you know, inherit economy, external debts, you restructure. You restructure to the point to say your interest payment in terms of your external debts. And my final point is that CCIA can say IMF Adaruma $490 million. And they have a support to Oman Ghana as a result of that.
One thing I want us to look.
Yeah.
Dr. Joseph Obindinko, and in fact, on the sustainability.
That's where I will want to
of the currency injection.
So I'm coming to the domestic, and then I will end with sustainability.
All right.
Because who be here, so be here, and what dear free or memusoba. Because and yes, say abontin dieba. Na wo memu die no agiogua. Abontin die no benya effect kra effect no be very minimal. That's what I want to underscore. So say ya menu kasai. NDC take over no as at February. Na Oman Ghana ye gross international reserve na ma ye sika no si achi ban no na ahete $9.3 billion. I repeat, $9.3 billion. Emu be $6 billion there na a gold reserve because of Bank of Ghana gold pitches program. No, but what I say? Oh yeah, you have to smile at Baumia. You have to smile.
Do you know why I smiled?
You have to smile. You have to smile because that idea came as a result of currency crisis.
As I speak to you,
yeah.
Even Bank of Ghana, friend saying governor, Wabeka say it's as a result of the gold reserve.
Yes,
and or applaud or say gold reserve no ebomodia peja ni move for the last 3 years.
Yes,
okay.
When him say enka, IMF per se enka Ghana. Ye gross international reserve no kasi say a hit the yenyan say by next year. The target was next year.
So my problem and my question is Argentina alongside the gold for oil, Bank of Ghana haughty policy no why
NDC will never ever cancel gold for oil. What they have done is
during your time Bank of Ghana a haughty policy no?
That was time when domestic debt exchange program na IMF here and so on halt.
Okay.
But still etwaso kuzi NDC buy. Don't buy no. They have not cancelled it.
Good for oil policy?
Yeah, they have suspended. Womo the kwechi no more share. Nese nshishyen bi wo hono so womo de ka ho no ye ni ya womo ye no de aba. They will never.
All right.
Because they know how the dollar CD politics in this country will do. And a gold, gold reserve, no, it is on the back of the gold reserve, no, and gold for oil no buy. But what you say? But I want to say this, and to say yeah NDC buy, and then because it's build the reserves, no, and money drew next year, and San wa hit $9.3 billion now, enka gold a auton no say through the gold board or PMMC $2.7 billion in 4 months.
Yeah.
Anomaton. It is also coming from about 20 tons of gold. You know, say no dollars no home to be gum. In other words, to be disbursed to the banks, to the forest bureaus, and all of that. And now then a demand and supply. So dollar no e kwa atwea ne bo no kosoro. To some re ya omutimi nya BDB so ebe gumu no. Eno so etimi ye den. Eboa seed na ho den. I won't lie to you, that is another factor. Yeah. But it's a big but. Say Japan reduce ne dollar reserve. Edi akwako share gold reserve as matter of permanent solution. Na just said ye. Na ho den no a wodi sustainability na now they ka ho asem sa fa betimi ato aso no. Emma sa ahoden e ade ayeden. Ekofom. What we want to see. And they say see atimi achieve gross international reserve no this year February. Na unya muzzle na the esa we say esa to gold no become.
Oh, okay.
Onto more gold enfanya reserve. But what you say? Nadachi.
What you mean jemu dia ruku.
Na fe dollars gold no sa wato awo ton fa so awu nya no. Memfa nkonkoto sanitary pad emfa mameche. Choose would you be crow ye NDC near or ye party near or ye Ghana Fasika sona sene na own produce.
Oh, but there's a factory or 1D1F.
Maybe
locally a producer.
So what I'm saying is that any inject support into those domestic
productions,
productions, no.
Okay.
So that we don't import.
Because importation is so bad, costing.
Because it's still say with toothpick, so that we import you can't tell me say who was sustainable policy towards
imported.
And American
matchstick ye imported. Kuraba ye gusu imported.
Me pacho what common so what the ye can until say ye be drew that point ye ntimi nka sustainability no asem. Me pacho what you say?
Do you know where my fear is? And then share the influence 13 ye kram CCA. Being it BRICS or the American-Chinese tariff battle, there could be it could be said by December, you bet you about 10 cities or lower. But say when you now when you not quite corrected, you am building a gold reserve, na skyrocket here.
So what you say? What the subject not say?
The economy would need the head.
What the subject not say? And that is precisely the point.
Yes, I get it.
Until say no a ye emra. Say even the speculative demand no. Akofom. As a matter of fact, say we all go or $1 no person turn summary. And it say na doctor pese o cities or the $1 go because dollar the head be kosoro or ton so say speculated demand no so free ho.
That's right.
Just what to be you want to release it to the market. What you say? Na asaboa city na ho no the more so speculated demand no so and so akofom. Then there's also tightening liquidity.
My make up profile.
You contractors kasao. On say first 3 months no na your MPP if you like appropriation. And one kasa budget no at kick start April. You will make
but many government we and contractors make you in cities.
And send over in cities, but normally no one just cities now. Normally at $1. And that is the reason but say what they call credit fidie about construction and other things you would demand the dollars. So see and a tightening liquidity so it will impact. The person say and yes sir Sam ready yehuni dwadini aban mimi ne wo ye Ghana for ye shada enunu ye ho na ye sresese de o sisi ade enema ayino edeye factors no anko sidi ne strength no
yeah
more to do with trading. What you say, and the demand and supply, systems. No, I am also inclined to think, say, Abina will introduce what is called Forex digital trading platform. Senka first, no, na Bank of Ghana, Edisika Koma, Forex bureaus are what register or more trade, and now say banks are what register or more trade. Or the more we are no more passing on to Abuchi. Now with digital, Forex digital trading platform, no, one way the more with me monitor because $1 dollar na the ID reasons how they $1 no ne sani mani so what the ebeba. So Dr. Cash, the me person me try say yeah reduce say you be import to chicken.
But see, I Google so Emma me 12.93
for
dollar to CD no.
Exchange rate.
No.
Tembia ya na watch ready baby e wode ma.
Oh, all right.
Other interbank and Google ahead Google interbanks.
Okay.
And I said the nepazo can say market. Okay. And I say Forex bureau.
Okay.
That will also give you a figure.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that take it from me, you will always find the interbank being lower than the Forex bureau. It is the way now 12 point saying.
Okay.
What's the amount 12 point saying?
Interbanks na kra me hwe ADBCC ya. I say buy near 12.80. And I sell near 13.70.
13.7.
Yeah.
And now call Forex bureau so won't say I don't know will give you something higher.
Oh, okay.
Market rate, we call it market rate, and now say Forex bureau rate.
Okay.
That will give you something higher. It will. It is always like that.
Okay.
Also, Google na saying.
Was it 12.8?
12.8.
12.9.
Yeah.
12.9. 12.9. To so call market now. Market will give you more than the interbank.
Okay. All right.
That's always the case.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Yes, sir.
My name is Papa Jeba. But we are devoid politics because this is economic issue.
Yeah.
Because economy no enim flag bia or memuha.
Yeah.
I hope you onim paraphernalia bia. I hate me. Bia. Akwese Ghana water for tunsium.
Minya ya anke beko ne say especially with the economy.
Yeah.
Because economy no yewomu miyenu the national level macro economy and ye level micro economy no na largely ni ye no rather and a feed into the macro economy to me from day one na means nyina kwese Ghana for moment take possession of the economy. Now there is no magic hands up there ono no ba be economy ni ya ma yen say yen ya support na. Nti so far yenya ye ho atwa yi mu nyina no me de me blame politicians no. Ghana's economy has never been stable because of the kind of politics we practice here.
Okay.
To the extent sesebe so manfo ni bi ti abonten ye niema enya politics inti minka o kokan obi ko take political advantage of it. Na nke ba ne say na yesi ye open market literature da ho ne say it beats prices down. One advantage of open market, a healthy market competition with the intention of bringing price down. Yeah, higher open market in training. Defies literature. It defies literature. Good for no mkasaye. They knew very well say if there's any open market competition, the ultimate aim is to beat price down.
Okay.
Fuel kase eba for me. We are checking from one company, this one company to the other. Who the difference? Who the difference? Open market. And so koye jomu kokohe. Na say what's up here by a platform. And no partner no my meeting. Then for 5 into swear. 500 better so now cut across into be market to market no. Hey, obi o ma yo ma dwepe. Uko we ho na wan to na ka say uko next person well me ha ho also the same thing. They communicate, they decide the price. Money and opana ya sorry no. Uko kan me kai say the before 2024 elections, I held this same position. NDC for then felt like
me am trivializing the matter asem no ne kese na nya sa na mimi hu no professor asem a wo kan dia say wo to nso gu ayi ne so ade ne say ba hu mi aba no ne yesi ono no ye economy debi na me no then ye was Baumia was there and then me to force in wo hoyi yen country ho from day one na yenye ne ye obi ntimi drive our economy down for us ya ne ye ebeko yenko ye ya ne ye sika ye this ye dem there's no way I say currency be other than wo memu currency etimi ebesha wo dem. Let's allow all the currencies other than Ghana cedi to be at the bank. Show them one of the other. Yes, who took an aqua bank a bemabi. Eti utu na umfanya hiyo Ghana hande kita no the other. O the business. Ni akoto $2 wa system ni nyina de akoguye dem. Na $1 na short. Na hasidi no. Ye best san ni akoye nim in the right direction e beboa yen. Na say jadi fo nso beja san ne ma no mu ye no. No mu so matiase say dollar rate no our contribution on omu prices sa no come here
hikes na ni ade no
afi the dollar in so ba for more ene ye hu 12.9 yi free 13.2 13.3 na attention ba so ene ya anya hwe kra no both the interbank ne ade ye hu nyina
forex no
yes ene ma na ba from those times are not chief shark e kan no not forex no was still in the 14s and the forex in 13.7 meaning the interbank rate na e form no draw. It's pulling the forest one also down.
Okay.
Sustainability.
PhD koso.
Pull him down. You're pulling it down. No, what it means is that can you imagine where this rate, exchange rate back could do? If one room says show them as the Command Bank of Ghana, so take it. Dollar bebu yaso kroma mo bi amfanya to pull it down to 5 cedi. Mebo minu akese ato force abaso but mebo ni kakra bi
he's projecting ono projection am boma ono or say by the close of the year se ebeto aso say ya dia it ebeto do 10 or lower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me say me twen say minu ato force ntimi inspire head ya dia minu say nya ono nkwa na de ne minu a sha kika say or the gold for oil ni at the angle ni nyina ba a lot of
to do with that investment na ye
okay. Investment enti no omutu ato some of these policies so na ye nyina so ye ba on board na ye pull dollar na down further na da kure be da so na dollar yi enenam close to 5 cedi. I mean in China be born best at institute awards it is likely Dr. Atufosin will be one of my in fact my best 5 ministers in 120 days 120 days analysis I wanted to publish but my commentary kakra me as a much ebi no mo ye me mo bo ma baso me ma President Mahama 60%. I had a reason for doing that ma chire mu as an assessor as a teacher my President Mahama na kasa kra man 100%. Then a teacher an external assessor e man 60% a obi wo ho no mo nya problem me kasa wo nya ade. But you were low hanging fruits 13. You were moderate 1 6 and you were high 1 6 and the constitutes are 25 no. So low hanging ones may organize a forum, may lunch way, so na 13 no. I think said 2 marks are the and out of 26 no. Only 24 back open went in Yanye, which is also be shaky up SOE state owned enterprises. No akika kebia boom. Internopay nkiye kasa nkebi anka STC State Transport Corporation sabe only metro mass difference be any mumu nke se nku aka bom. I loved the issues, that's why I'm so familiar with it. Me come in so but anka sa alignment we say na excellent. It can be done. You don't need much effort to combine State Transport Corporation and then metro mass, especially when they do the same work. Na kwa hwe other ones bi so mo bi me na kaka kama bom ke bebo aye nyina. Honey marks are man fireman.
Okay.
I have explained. Over moderate ones, so nomination of then. I think say where I refuse to give the marks. ASR reviews be and case or especially scholarship bill no then I felt say it could have been done. Now if you over high ones no a marks na kese no 8 marks. Unfortunately, so 8 marks, first 8 marks is only almost 6. 2 marks now me just COVID law no because 11 then you nyina anim say waye na afi wo ba ne aka no so be scrape emra na ebane say e de ka apem e ba o ma anim no obeye fi na ma yetimi aye ma magazine fo so say ka sa ma ye ne ade sa di say ya anya ni set ne max oba emra also obeye no dia ban illegal and new mining activities in forest reserves now. In my view and in the general view, Sadia no on bane ye nyina ye nim say ye bane galamse Ghana ha. LI 246 noa and also cry forest reserve there and then now castle be yefi on cry so admittedly only free ho.
With all the executive power.
Yes, I have not given him that marks and that is the reason. Church mu say now as a teacher, my scoring. Just a change until your mind is 100% ana. Don't you take dissenting views? Obi adi onya jo okwan bi so ni adia. You should accept. And me Ghana new first class Ghanaian. First class Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Yes, the president is the head of state. But the ban yem free Ghana for senior me kan ho. Enti ye ka bia. No matter the good news is that 120 days simply means tax Africa no go bona no man hunu nyeka je ba afi won na ke mena me yakpe mena magazine bi yakpe na me ke amba cheche ni bia no na me bon ni bia cha ke taxes ni yo mena no ekume 23 na bon che akene ka na ba
apostle
fata he 120 mena go ba afi ofeku ka che max o ka che max Enti unfortunately jeje bona enti mesre it is mean can say President Mahama nya dey 120 why dey and I even stressed say near year can nyina na 8% of his duration or about 1,460 days. Okay, how many days makes up a year times 4? 1,460 days. Why you 120? 80%. You start and pointing some of these things to him at 80%. Near no president 100%. Oh, why are there more some money? Why be a can be near Bayawa? Ba ye say or he don't hear futuna sabu. Nintuma etiti nema wo bedwam ni ade.
Okay.
That is the little I'm saying. And
it's,
in the dollar
the message be about say let Prof speak to this. Or say the appreciation might be well received with much joy and agreeably so. We seem to be celebrating simply because it gives us more power to consume more import.
Okay.
The reverse side is the danger that is hidden, and that's the export sector.
Yeah.
Or say the exporters whose exports is getting expensive due to the strengthening of the currency may soon be priced out in the international market. FX management is a very complex enterprise, not one-sided.
Yeah. I agree with him.
Okay.
I agree with him.
A message from Mr. Mills. Or Farmer Studio, or the office owner.
Yeah, it tells us all kind of honey idea. Usually, I'm saying very recently, Ghana in our history, yenya trade surplus. Just a nema yenya de call abontino. Na edo saying adi. In Ghana, and I like the angle he's bringing. Yenya familiar with trade surplus because yenta ya ni adwen no nyina akoye kokrabra. Oh kraba de na ye nyina we talk about strengthening the city against
the import driven.
Yes. But ye koye nimu no see etimi per sustainability e wo ye niam bi mu na mpo ye kra na start say ye export bi. And that is where management no so hu behia no. E ba ne sa na say won so city no. O ma ehun koye yi bebra akobekwa abonten aba no aboka. Obido export no bekwa aba no aboka. But for now, you know the point where you sustain the export surplus near Deno, and we will still continue to look at how well. But I ask him here, Ghana, and here the important one here, Dr. Cash. See, now Minya Ishake can
maybe we are born
sanitary parts
to import.
Now Minya Ishake can sanitary parts. Sasi can near the crash sanitary parts, and say, I say they set up sanitary parts factory. Waha.
Oh, ye will be
near the
1D1F, ye will be. Ewo kaswa kwan so. your friend is saying more nechi.
Nani adenzi na
more nechi. Omo ho.
Aden na uko import.
Ana omo bezo ombe use one day one.
Adenzi na Dr. Cash uko
Baba je
import.
mumpe.
Baba je mumpe. You see, but then what it means is that say 9 million parts na ye ko order ye no. What it means is say kurukuro no so say China na ye ko order you say then you they so mu nipa bebre mu mbeka o madwuma no no
because we have increased production.
Ghana for nabo obuba so ne de mu ama nkito mu so mu hia 9 million more. Nti mabu na mu okroma nyina mu mra.
Ye be 24 hour economy.
E wo ho. Nti mra ye chen ye nkrofo mabu ne kom ha se no. Ye man nkrofo adwuma ho. I think that's the import of ASL's message.
All right, okay.
As o man no ye hwe kwan e befa so a ye beja ye kotaba.
Very necessary.
We are resourced to the extent that we can do some things. Enfa se nyame anu nyam kakra ne nya ani a ye man nkrofo mabu na adwuma wo mu krom no. But dollar ne de me de man no sin Dr. Cash. Me ne wo ye ka ho. Adwadifo ne ka ho. Mene menua Alfredo Cancer, unia Alfredo Cancer, media general ya. Na ye na guta ni penny baako. E na me send Alfred message say o mi san say dollar na e kofom na ye nyina ye boy ensem no. O mbe yo mu niema no bibia na. E na me am san Africa say I know his response. Ampenian papa na start ya you know. Enya dollar nko na ye hwe ho de tutu ye niema. E na say you see. You are giving all the reasons in this world not to reduce adi. And so kadola ye kosuru ba akusisi en
kadi enchekra.
Mo nwene ho na madaru ma so maye.
When I see Papa J na makai abrantia bako is it Thompson? Your friend is saying Asepa abrantia your friend is saying Mensa Thompson. Yeah, man appointment oh. Hey sir. Aye. Deputy Director General of SEC. Security Energy Commission. Exchange Commission. Aye. Say the call. The 2-time petitioner.
Oh, I see.
Doc.
Dr. Cash.
So okay, so a petitioner there. The 2 times petitioner.
Francis, na appointment na ba na.
Chiniaba. Enyamai. Francis the Amakase on relax over region. I'm the better region.
Makasa bente yes no. Ya man be dey chire preko.
Oh, David. Papa J.
Papa J wa adwuma pa o.
Oh, yeah.
Machia no corners be pre.
Na brebi kura ye ko ayi. Ah okay. Ye ko adwe so haya. Ordinary toilet e kura be ku yan.
Branded one.
Oh yeah. PMMC offices yo maybe na Sam Rantin no nya adwuma no nya. Doc me deal.
Yeah, on the issue of CD dollar. I'm saying right from the beginning of the year now, President, you be tax we no. Now you modu do na the discussion is say idea or yeah be bo mining no. That's where the focus should be. Nti ba ko necessary dollar ko forma and utwa beto untwa beto we ye momo wunye momo once you buy at least you buy an imported goods in a way you are benefiting from dollar rate in our conform.
Yeah.
And until when this AC and so be any agi so yen this in so yen PP dollar conform send year can inflation there on your discriminatory in mobile. Now the argument has been said then how do we sustain it? In fact, me Angela and Kamede Eba, I think said that was where in terms of production. For how long can we continue to be importing in normal kitting? And it is a normal way in the demands for dollar no ekosoro.
Yeah.
Obi akwa bibia. And until you akwa a stage at least some be kra normal mpa na nka nye emo na nka nye bayire nye at least some of these basic things there. We don't need to import them. Na nka bia se be import to we don't have the capacity to be producing it. And until one way to sustain your dollar rate and I say no, let's look into production. Production, so we are talking about what we need.
Yeah.
The basic things that are me in your ben pan yet I'm say yes sugar, yet sugar pa nso commander esi hɔ
commander sugar factory
yɛ kra sugar nso commander esi hɔ yɛ kra yɛ mo paa nso nkurɔfoɔ dua yɛ mo ɛno nti you could see say the basic things a yɛhia ne nyinaa no we try making an attempt but for our selfish interest nti yɛgya ma no go because I don't understand why until now commander sugar factory should be there for us to be importing sugar whatever form it is. I don't understand why Ghana yɛwɔ asase a yɛde dua biribiara na yɛkrakra yi saa green carpet yɛde sɛ yi astroturf yɛ fɛnfɛn carpet yi a yɛde astroturf
rubber deɛ no
rubber deɛ for me ɛyɛ na meka sɛ
nipa ɔde saa deɛ no ba yɛ deɛ
in fact yɛwɔ asase a if green grass efifi so yɛsi yɛn pɛ akɔfa machine ne adwiri egu ne si akɔkra rubber. For me, some of these decisions, you know, sometimes I don't know. I hear them be some who say so. You're paying for mudi and them sabi. Omu tu kwanya kwa brucha kwa hwe nyoma. Sabi omujo muti wa Ghana ha no mudi body no kwa. Because how come say anything we want to import and the very basic thing that we can do, yes, be import. You import grass. Say carpet, you koto rubber say so. And I don't know nothing at it. I will be looking for money to go import again. And for me, one of the surest way I able to me $100 no against fiscal policies ne whatever no. Yenhwe production ye. Ni yenhwe say nyoma ye be hia dodo na no. We will be able to produce them here. So that Emma say yenkoto no enkosoro so that to keep our dollar rate no say enkoform. In fact, we are all happy say dollar rate conform as to whoever say ye foreign no say ye hwan. One of that
sustainability.
One of that also enye oman no enye the current government no na ye na external factors.
Central for ni bi.
For me.
Almost say
they are making contribution.
Oh right, so almost say contribution making say abani nim ho hwe.
Abani nim ho hwe. Whatever it is.
No, I'm not trying to say oh okay.
Those who are saying that.
Oh okay.
Omo ma sage omo adwen kire say bi oman na
nim ho hwe.
And unto whatever it is, yeah the benefit no here. Me ma me ote say bi akurase do me abrote on onim exchange rate ndi onim an say wakodwa ma nyoma boa. Eno an ye here.
But it would have been a wonder world. And
no, I was listening to the interview.
Okay.
And now, Guta, so
Dr. Bean.
I'm entertaining your master. Medical man, but then be someone say, how are you going to enforce this? Do we have any control system in Ghana? I mean, to say, okay, say 10 cities now, how do you know? Do they have statistics of how much everything is sold in Ghana now, before and after reduction of the yield?
I will tell me kana me ka say Ishak eton toiletries, measurement toiletries. There's no way your price is bear back.
It cannot be.
Cause what baby funny new my baby am family new.
Any regular system be of our market in so because you entertain your mass on a day. How are you going to enforce that?
Almost re.
And idea of forcing you what is happening? They tell you Ghana pa say dollar kosora ni effect no otimanfo ni nya eba forma I am only
yes stragans ayensaka
nyenya bimpo de enyoma mako bi pe na Ghana hayati so yatebo no so cement and etumi call eba form iron rocks but mente say tomatoes ya say atete tomatoes obo so ebi ya na menhu ya the very basic things na nkasa now Ghana for do na use no yenta antebo so enu nti se nyame anya wa adom na within the period dollar na kwasoro na nkrofo no tutum a dollar ne ba from na price na ka ho enu nti ye kan ni nyina so na prof smart nso ka no ye nyina ye timamofo se ne ye nyina ho beto ye no se koba se ye te dollar so yes it's true se ye ni regular market structures bi ye de me control prices there na one so as a Ghana ni timamuni se ye yie ma wa se ne anko yi a wotum me ye to no ni nyina ye de anu atum se nyame ya adom na dollar nso kɔ fɔm a saa hoɔden koro na wunya ye de tototo nyoma mu no se nya saa hoɔden koro na aka so sesi ade nyame ya adom aba fɔm a me nso me te so kaka it's true so obia ye nim na be betumi a share chinchan so obia antene bo so nti we can't even monitor it but we are only pleading say on moral grounds sure oman ka sanya komapa enfante so na Ghana nye yie ma ye nyina basically that's what we have to do.
All right, okay. May I say, Papa J?
Cash.
Yeah.
But go for
my phone.
Ze me say kasa what dey bebre.
Ozi.
Oy machilengwa.
Me chia eye
Ozi. Adana obi arrante bi to say obetna so obi say my phone nam say miracle my phone na me say miracle srowola earlier I feel say ebe and I'm say my best no earlier I say o say
o better ndi emeti
until azamda it's part of it bending
gosh
so that could now come back and imagine so
oh because I did the dog is guy so we about lingua
but you say
somebody no go transfer
yeah some
eh mu baako dog we dey ma me fa ncha kese ma for Rukrum constituency for me parliamentary candidate yankopon aye na doma ya nominate no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Aboni din say ombeye MC
Sadata na
Bebato Sadata.
Oh okay. Parliamentary candidate.
No na. No I stand once for Rukrum constituency. Asokwana Mokame akọ twice.
Oh okay. So Amokame this is not his first time. 2020 go
2020 ono na we parliamentary candidate.
Ewo aspa. Pam.
Ana wasanso ba 2024 no wasanso Ashanti Regional Deputy Communications Officer.
Oh okay.
And the work contribution abo ejuma. Na me parliamentary candidate so ejuma oyema ye in fact o hwe your vote margin as compared to 2020 na in fact oboa am voting to me ko enim pa ti mesre say na me adma Wednesday no assembly members no enim say on be ye de sene de fata ama mpuntu a ese na esanto fata abeba eye for Rukrum municipal crash any day mo me van check ese ma me co panelist doctor eteshia ewo different social platforms so
post na dey anotum le we ya
me ba you dog about a year yenkomi ayedi senior mokai no it should be devoid of politics na yemfa no kre enkasa na asem na ye kan ye make sure say ye no kwanso no say a year dog me wo fa ishak wakasa church ni memu senie ye me mpenifo iso akasa no I believe that is the right way to go but say nema ba do me no bia omo fanka ho no ana ma na atochi makakra dog yenim say dollar year Yakupon Ayadom, it has been the worry of Ghanaians.
Yeah.
The drew maybe cried a kick was 17 cities plus. Nagana for is soon. Send ye no. You didn't care say most of our imports. In fact, they imported by more than 90% of Nema you're consuming as Ghanaians. Tiakobasa na or how near Bene and a Ghana for a cum. Nnuane yi a na ɛyɛ dɔk ɛka sɛ nnuane bi wɔ kora na yɛnte sɛ ɔmo ate sempo ɛyɛ tomatoes ne deɛ ɛka ho so woni akɔ
deɛ ɔkɔ makata nya bɛtɛ saa
so woni akɔ akɔfa bi a ɔkɔfa ne takyi ma sɛ bebi ɔkɔfa ne bia no ɔde bɛgu ka mu ne de aba ɛni sɛ dollar no ana yɛ cedi no enya ahoɔden na yɛtete ɛyɛ petrol so a yɛtete fuel so a automatically send a neguta for a CK. But there's no interview a guta president.
Yeah.
Some are okay. I mean, I don't get it in your muscle transportational cost about for my your home and a high. And then Mrs. Amago to fuel. Mitimiko stations, fuel stations, bear for. We do
check your prices.
We do have a check it. We do have a check it. Moko baby, and they say maybe I'm a toy no. 12.7 petrol 12.7 na baby ana me free ba no na yɛ 12.9 ana baby yɛ 13 entimitimi compare mo sɛ ahade metɔ a menya aba no bepagya no mu enti nyini na yɛ enigye in fact wo tɔ a aba no pagya sada na nigye bi ba bɛkyɛ wakom because ye hu sɛ wo na wo kɔ no dipa na wo for stage ye hu sɛ we asimesi MPP asa asimesi NDC ye nyina na ye benefit prof DNT ana saa CD ana DNT na ye CD no enya hoden marker breaks marker aye trade war nsem marker aye dollar reserves ho nsem but am I a rain free da dog say aye ohwe the fiscal manager fiscal discipliner ene ekoso and also cannot be left out because the budget expenditure 2025 expenditure I think is 269 billion as compared to 279 billion last year, which means that there is a reduction of a year expenditure. What's your government now? You're running now. You're running the most leanest government. And imagine a reduction of a year expenditure, budget expenditure this year from a year last year 279 to 269. These are some of the reasons why. And it's a say be a trade war be in Hong Kong yaba. Na yan so face the reality. Yam for credits. Emma NDC. Yam for credits. Emma the finance minister. Any bank of in fact a Juma. Yeah, fiscal discipline. Yeah, do to akubema sa dollar yi. Esi yesi na say nkomo ye nini no kwanso. Doc, onim say edrum bi taxes. Etu ahodo a yede gugugu niema so no ohwe eye kwai emu 11 ni etu akese yede gugugu niema so no ma business dodo na in fact die and ebi kura adwane ko ama mind different because the country ono mu to me the system was too unfavorable and yedi eye prudent management ni initiative to dwa say yi ya scrapped taxes binum sa business no investors internationally they have in mind say yatete niam we so ne de anase yeyi eto levy ye fi ho yeyi your friend say COVID-19 the ye fi na it is going to boost their confidence and then ombesanso ababa invest in the economy. So these are some of the things eboa inflation koya kodu 54.1%. The last time I checked here, inflation is hovering around 21.2. Inflation 21.2. It's inyama bo aba from ene how ni abeni a ye ko mu embre bi no ye hu se sesia no ahonto ye den eba the was say ya ne say ene me bete work is the sustainability is one of the, in fact, it's very key. A kwamben so na ebe foso a sa eye enigie na aba yakume mu no ebe toa so. No discussion as is here I was say making. But young fact credits, we should give credit to whom credit is due.
Okay.
Make you see the CD is the world's best performing currency. And you see trade war. Say trade war anama ye CD nya ho de na Togo de ya ade na ye CD no and the best in the world. What about Togo? Ya about Sefadi. Burkina Faso mo wo ho. We have countries in Africa you bet me aka say wo mu sika sem no is the best performing. But Ghana din na ya boss ye CD no and the world's best performing currency. And granted say be a trade war ni maybe anama sa eba na wano economy no weaker. Can you achieve it? You cannot achieve it. Enti ani die mu yamfa aseda kese emma the finance minister yamfa aseda kese emma yempanyimfo a nyame adom omonya economy nimu nimdie a wo mu de nneɛma papa to akwa mu ama yɛtumi enya saa successes we na yɛ motivate wo mo sɛ yɛsɛ wo man Ghana na yɛdwe ho de a ɛna me yiri sɛ nya afi na ba ka sɛ oh ana mfiri mu ana efiri asimesi ana de ɛka ka ho ɛbae na nka yɛ system no yɛmfa prudent management into akwa mu a ɛbɛnya effect into binya effect enti doc ɛni die mu yɛdeɛ yɛbɛka atwa Ghana for sɛneɛ finance minister aka no yɛnim sɛ Ghana for ɔmo aso nsuo na ɔmo aso ansa ɛna ɔmo de tumi no ɛhyɛ yɛn nsa deɛ ɛɛba sɛsi ampo no mɛka sɛ ɛyɛ ne nketewa mu ahotɔ kɛseɛ ɛna ɛba yɛ afɛ nneɛma boɔ ɛba abɛkɔ fam yɛtɔ fuo na yɛni bɛgye yɛbɛdidi yɛgye aketua nneɛma baako anasɛ mmienu bi ɛnsa yɛ aketua no akɔhoma na edurumɛ bi na yɛntumi mmɔ na ebi no mo say ana external factors Russia Ukraine war say o kompebu na sebi wontumi anya adwuma kra say Russia Ukraine war sisi ano aban papa aba ye de nneɛma papa eto akwa mu ye ho eba abetoye enigye esanso ba enti businesses a wo mudua ne free Ghana ha ekɔ Cote d'Ivoire ekɔ Togo ekɔ Burkina omuni da besanso aba big Glovo. All these businesses are going to come back because of prudent management and the fiscal discipline. Now, that's it.
That's papa. GKB Construction and Logistics sebra na almost show down so mal come if you say a ban say oh board so almost on refuse sheet bit say long span self lock IBR sign free estimate or beso di new gusua ni nyina enso adi amount omo ankasa said your moton nti no omo nim said your wood fabrication eno adi amount o beso ugu flow so a enya afno mbeka cho se kokoto nnua webra koto webra da bi na ye ni nyina so sin chan omo wodan a omo asie wi na fi omo asie wi asiesim kama ene de yensin wi uncompleted houses omo san won sase omo ton into wasase ni bi anada ni bi o pese o de kose GKB Construction and Logistics nsem o mbeje na omo ye ni nyina adi amount from 0246 248275 0246248275 and at 0201366600 0201366600 omo santas ye pre unsabe kan onum ewo ho Verma Plus Limited at the year Prosavide capsules aba X Drive capsules Lito capsules and a Dinat capsules Prosavide capsules bema ojonso sem enko yi no bomodiama onsa enka Prosavide capsules ni bi and afi X Drive capsules no so ofrom pan chanwasi nkwabwa no ofam na beboa na nkaboni gina wanum na ekuro aye o minimum ma ni ade a ana amaman na adokro wa Lito capsules ho oba ko feature ot yaw na eno so nya Dinat capsules ni bia be kama na odi wani kire kwada so estita mami you ewo ho Dwabrem licensed obi ho ugbowura mu ho benya bi ato Freddie Mensa ba so obi Dani Herba Colina Herba Misty Herba Pidank ewobi anaso de woni kire any leading herba shop and pharmacy shopper obenya bi obetumi nsua frɛ Verma Plus Limited 0244 370702 0244 370702 na wetumi ni onu madi nkomo Ishak yeko
Dr. Cash
yeah
many kuma the politics abe wurem wachiri nanka said yes ya konkomo no nanka man ye remain in a professional
akaya 4 minutes into
1 minute government expenditure for this year 290 billion
only expenditure
expenditure side 290 billion into onyabotre the real spending are on the way. Number 2, the lean government. Lean government, Emma lean expenditure. And to me, improve fiscals. What you say? Expenditure at the presidency alone is 11.3 billion. Adudanko Akufo-Addo bloated government, 8.5 billion. Compensation alone, presidency, 2.7 billion. Adudanko Akufo-Addo 327 million. Into fiscals in the Meminia enko.
Okay.
Na in terms of spending, also the 290 billion, you should be looking for more spending coming on the way.
All right.
Taxes, no, I'm scrapo no. But the only buy so that one too also has its own effects. Growth and sustainability levy. 2% and a become a move from 1 to 3%. Again, sunset clause and HSNK 2025. Yeah, be end the growth and sustainability levy no. Ya change the 2028. Ya introduce VAT on non-life insurance. Ye yifri mwa motor vehicle insurance on kwa.
All right.
1% special import levy. Enti when it comes to fiscals, any budget expenditure, more on fan for her.
All right. May I say, Doc?
Hash, Dr. Hash.
Yeah,
so far, so good. As to what has been the cause, for now, it is getting better. And to us, those who are responsible, say whatever it is. When to me, I a president.
That's right.
I nominate you on some court now. They should do whatever it takes to sustain your city. Now, and better more.
Okay.
For the betterment of the people.
Thank you very much. Papa J.
Doc.
finally.
Doc, any day.
Exhibit 1A.
Any GSM cashier. Ba Emma a year, I will follow. In fact, me offer as a phone in an say. Me offer as for any million more than various tertiary institutions. No, our moko or first year. No, they say musica. No, I already moment musica.
Oshabo. 452 million, and I said 425.
Yes.
425 and 452. 452. Yeah.
Hey.
First year students, no. First year students.
What type of money?
Bros.
For a DN, for a DN.
Remove your mouth.
No, on unim. I am pretending so unim. I am no fees response.
Okay, all right.
No and school fees for first years.
No fees.
Won't get my parents. No, go your margin say.
Me say.
You school fees 5,000. You the 5,000. I'm on the back.
No fees.
All right. Okay. Me brason.
Into academic is that fee. I say.
Me say.